Bloody good. How is everybody doing on this fantastic Friday chat? How are y'all doing today? We are live early today. We are doing an early Friday stream. It is a React Day plus doing the viewers Would You Rathers. Finally. You guys sent a bunch of Would You Rathers in the, Would You Rather suggestion tab that I had open for, I think, like a week and a half. And we're finally going to be going over the best of them. I think there's like 54. We're going to be doing reacts first and ending on the Would You Rathers, though. So we're going to be doing, I think, like four reacts, and then we're going to be doing Would You Rathers for probably an hour and a half. Going to be a shorter stream today as well. Probably going to be a 3.5 hour stream if I had to guess, not a 4 to 5 hour stream like usual. FXR, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Dub in the chat for that. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the fucking 10 gifteds. That's the plan for today. Tomorrow I'm not live. Sunday is the F Cancer charity stream. Make it if you can. Even if you can't donate, I appreciate the support. We're going to be trying to raise a lot of money for F Cancer's July takeover. Great charity. I've worked with them in the past, obviously. I think like 2 or 3 times. They asked me to help with their July takeover, so we're going to try and raise like $3,000 to $4,000 for them on Sunday. Monday is going to be Cuphead and random games. Tuesday is going to be a short philosophy stream. Wednesday is going to be horror games. We're going to finish FNAF Joy of Creation as well. We got the last 2 levels. Thursday, I'm not live. Next Friday's Reacts. Next Saturday's Gaming. Next Sunday, I'm not live. And then we're back to our regular schedule. Fishman and Zach for the sub, really bored for the 3. Gray, AJ, PRL, Ivory for the sub, Big Dill for the 3, Rubble for the sub, FXR, thank you for the subs again. Peyton Noah, Hawk for the sub, Baby Ansu for the sub, Blab, thank you for the pre-stream gifteds. J, ILY, CYK, and Joe for the pre-stream subs as well. Grixie for the 10,000 biddies says hi. Thank you for the 10K biddies, bro. I appreciate that. Holy fuck. Hold up. Thank you for the fucking bits, dude. Honestly. Hold up. Okay. Thank you for the 10K biddies, bro. I appreciate that. Honestly, you did not need to drop that. You could have sent something else with your fucking biddies as well. You just said hi. The one whom, thank you for the 3. Just got my wisdom teeth removed. I hope it feels better soon, man. I'm sorry that you had to get your wisdom teeth removed. Anyways, here's the rundown of the videos that we have today, chat. Starting out with the final Deadpool Wolverine trailer. I'm pretty sure the new Deadpool movie drops next Friday, right? Chat, when does the Deadpool movie come out? Deadpool Wolverine release date. Yeah, July 26th, next Friday. Wow. I feel like Marvel doesn't really drop that many movies in the summer, but try for the 5. Broke my leg in 2 places yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you have a fast recovery. I'm going to see Twister tonight. I don't even know what that is. Is that like a horror movie or something? Hold up. There's a new trailer? Yeah, dude, they've been doing a bunch of trailers for the Deadpool movie. I think they're trying to hype the fuck out of it. Ryan Reynolds posted this one. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, Mittens for the sub. Jai, thank you for the 5. Anyways, we're going to be doing those 5 reacts, and then we have a bunch of Would You Rathers that we're going to be doing today. Since it's a shorter stream, I'm probably going to try and cut down on the pre-stream rant. Do we want to just hop into it? I feel like we just hop right into this. Twister's about a tornado. It looks cool. Dude, I haven't seen any movies in theaters. What was the last movie y'all saw in theaters? I know the new Despicable Me came out. I haven't seen that. Inside Out 2 came out. I haven't seen that. Outside of that, dude, I feel like the last... Dude, what was the last movie I saw in theaters? I actually think it was Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It had to be. The Godzilla one? I haven't seen that either. I want to watch that. Oppenheimer. Yeah, I saw Oppenheimer. I saw FNAF. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't know, dude. There might have been a different one. Somebody said Shrek 1. What was that? Fucking 15 years ago. Fluffies for the 3. See Deadpool Xbox controller? Yeah, I already saw it. Glazer for the 3. Despicable Me movie was a W movie. TTV for the sub. TTV for another sub. And Mittens for the sub. All right. Let's lock in for the final Deadpool trailer, and then let's get into the actual reacts. Deadpool, I would say, is in contention for my favorite movie series, like superhero movie series. But the second one was kind of, nah. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as the first. Same thing with Venom. I think Deadpool might be my favorite. It's that or Guardians of the Galaxy. Venom 1 is definitely up there for, like, probably first or second favorite Marvel movie outside of, like, the Avengers series, like Endgame or Infinity War. But the issue is Venom 2 was, like, actually pretty bad. So I feel like it kind of ruins the brand. Not the brand, but it ruins the series. Deadpool 1 was really good. Deadpool 2 was meh. So Deadpool 3 is probably going to be really good. M. Halls for the sub, P for the sub, Z for the 3. Better watch the VODs. Love them. Thank you, Fluffies, for the 3. He said, I already read that. Yeah, no, Guardians of the Galaxy is probably my favorite. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I think I've seen like 10 times.
I know I turn everything into a joke.
I watched Morbius in the movie theater, so did I. And I liked it. I'll say it. Morbius wasn't that bad. Yes, he kills more people, more innocent people than the actual, not necessarily innocent, but he kills more people than the actual villain. But it wasn't that bad. You know the movie that did suck that I saw in theaters, and I say all the time? Eternals. Marvel Eternals was so fucking boring. Oh my god. It was so stupid. The whole fucking movie was like going over these heroes with mid-ass powers. The only cool guy was the black dude that could fucking like he could like ascend it with his hands. That sounds just like a mechanic. He could like move it, and he was like really technologically like, you know, knowledgeable. He was cool. Everyone else sucked. And half of them died in the first 20 minutes. It was such a bad movie. Oh my god. And then they brought in Harry Styles at the end, and I was like, the fuck is happening? Archive for the 5. Sorry I missed a lot of your streams. Don't apologize, dude. You don't have to apologize for missing streams. You come when you can make it. I was in camp, so that's my excuse. You don't need an excuse. Maury for the sub, M Halls for the sub, Lil P for the 3. All right, lock in. I almost voiced Baby Rocket in Guardians 3. I feel like that's gotta be cap.
I care. Or I want to use that for something important. I waited a long time for this team up. In my world.
Dude, when was the last Wolverine movie? Like a decade ago? I remember watching Wolverine when I was like 8.
You're well regarded. You were an X-Man. Fuck that, you were the X-Man. The Wolverine.
You know what I don't like? And I know they do it on purpose.
Fuck that, you were the X-Man.
He just has, like, hair. Just like, I like shave. Is it like from the wig that he was wearing? I don't know, dude. Shave it. Shave. It looks like a. It does. Sosa for the sub. Best Elden Ring player. Thank you for the 50 gifteds. What is this? What is this every stream? Best Elden Ring player. Dropping the fucking 50 bomb every stream. Thank you for the 50 gifteds. Mario for the sub. Demon for the 3. I want to say thank you for your channel. My dad died 1 to 2 years ago when I was 13. And your stomach channel helped me so much. What do you mean stomach channel? I think you mean YouTube. Well, thank you for the fucking 3, man. And I'm sorry for your loss. Rip in the chat for your father. And I hope the mourning process has been well. And best Elden Ring player, bro. Thank you for the 50 gifteds, dude. I honestly appreciate that. W fucking chatter. Thank you for the 50 gifteds, dude. Honestly. It's like every stream, bro, just drops 50.
Wolverine. He's a hero in my world.
Dude, that face is low-key hilarious. Fucking just... Is he supposed to be dead in that?
He's a hero in my world. Yeah, well, he ain't shit in mine. boss got
In 1 week.
to beg me to wear this suit. So did Storen and Beast. But I couldn't have him thinking I wanted to be.
What the fuck was that?
So did Storen and Beast. But I
Is that the dude's tongue?
couldn't have him thinking I wanted to be there.
Yo, what's the plot of this movie? I've seen like 4 of these trailers because they keep hyping the fuck out of this movie. I have no idea what this fucking movie's about. I know that Deadpool and Wolverine are in it, and that's literally all I know. Mad Max? Dude, it literally does look like just like a Mad Max Fury Road type movie.
It was too late.
It's only 9 people, but my entire world is right here in this picture. And I have no idea how to save it alone, but you know how to save it.
Whoever you think I am.
Yeah, how much do you think Ryan Reynolds is getting paid for this film? $100 million. Unless he's getting paid off performance, but I don't know if Marvel or Disney does that. Like, a lot. Somebody said 10 mil. Way more. Way more, dude. Let's look at what he got paid. What did Ryan Reynolds get paid for Deadpool 2? For Deadpool 1, it was $2 million. That seems low. Ryan Reynolds may have reportedly made $40 million for Deadpool 2. That means he'll make even more for Deadpool 3. But I mean, that's all speculation, unless he actually says he made that. SSJ for the subs, Accent for the 3, K love for the 3. I was wondering if you could check out the new Kurtz Kazan video about exercise. Send it in the video session tab. Not watching it today, sorry. If you have any videos you want me to watch, games you want me to play, video session tab, game session tab.
You got the wrong guy.
You were always the wrong guy. Till you weren't.
What a cringe-ass fucking Disney line. You were always the wrong guy. Until it was the time to be the right guy. You were always the wrong guy. But not for me. You were always the wrong guy. Until the time called. And then you stood up and did what needed to be done. It's his daughter. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It's a cringe-ass line. It's oh, because what I said the second line, until you stood up for me. You were always the wrong guy. Until you had to protect me. EFC for the sub, Maya for the 3. Long message, sorry, I want to highlight how much you helped your chatters literally just by just talking to them. I find it crazy before I started watching you, I was in the worst place imaginable, and now even the bumps down the road, I'm still 4 months sober from shit and still hanging around. I've never felt so safe with a content creator, so thank you. Thank you for the 3, and I'm glad I've been able to help, and I'm glad that you're 4 months sober from self-harm. That's a fucking dub. And don't apologize for the long message.
Are you ready?
Fuck yeah, I'm ready. I'm the Wolverine. Stop it.
That was definitely more a serious trailer. Less comical fucking bits there. Are y'all gonna go see the movie? Probably. I don't know. I feel like the only movies that I make myself go see in theaters are like Marvel movies. Outside of that, I'm usually just like, I could see it at home. Maybe a horror movie if it's like really hyped up. But for the most part, basically every film, I'll just be like, I'll wait the 2 months and then just fucking watch it. But with Marvel movies, it's like they'll spoil it. Like if somebody just spoiled Despicable Me 4, like I'm not going to give a fuck. You know, if somebody's like, Gru dies, I'm going to be like, okay. Oh my god. Oh, not Gru! Not Gru! What about Bob Dominion? What about Bob Dominion? Does he die? I'm not going to tweak out about that. you know? But, or like even a horror movie. What are you going to tell me? It's really fucking scary. There's monsters. Oh my God. But like Marvel movies, there will be a dickhead that's like, Deadpool actually fucking dies. Like, if you didn't go see Endgame, there was that asshole that was like, Iron Man died. Iron Man died. Iron Man put the Infinity Gauntlet on and snapped his fingers and died. And he's never coming back. Like, there would be like that asshole. Matthew for the 3. First donor here, I was wondering if you could give me a shout out. No, but happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, Matthew. Mom and EFC for the sub. All right. Next, real first video. Actually, this one is also 2 minutes. A minion past his prime. I thought this was the real first video. For the 3, I'm 13. I spent 8 weeks walking 630 miles raising funds for the, or fundraising for the homeless. Wish me luck. Dude, good luck. 630 miles is nuts. A minion past his prime.
Corky, I'm 47 years young, and I am the oldest surviving Minion actor from that first movie. Most of us don't live past our infancy, but the ones who do, we have to live past being lovable. I just want to die. We Minions do love stealing.
I need to scan this. I need to scan this video. I need to scan it again.
Got that stereotype correct. You can count on this being mine.
I'm Gail Milcom, and I'm an anti-theft therapist. I thought I had problems. You're fucked.
I hired Gail to follow me around, help me stop stealing, but she's a real pain in my...
Dude, I don't even remember. I remember watching the Minion movie. I don't remember the history of the Minions. Didn't they just... Is it the history of the Minions? They just existed and wandered around until they found a leader because they're like pack animals. And they need a leader, but none of them are the leader. They need an outside animal. And so they would, like, worship T-Rexes and shit. And then they died. And so the Minions would just move on until they found Gru. So who do they worship when Gru dies? 4th Minion movie. 4th Despicable Me. Who do they worship? The daughters? That's boring. That's boring. That's a boring answer. That's a stupid answer. I don't like that answer. They should add a different person.
Pee hole.
Are you gonna put that in your shirt or the car?
It's gonna go in my ass if you don't quit being a wet rag, you bitch. Now I gotta drive buses just to afford this shitty life. Holy shit, I think we hit something big.
Yeah, I think that something is a child.
No. That something was a child. Hold up now. I don't think it's supposed to go this far. Minions never get taught that sex education. Mostly because we're dead before puberty. If you ever look at a minion with pubes, then you're looking at a minion who does not want to live. Hey, you want to say that to my face?
Oh, that little cocksucker can't stop stealing bananas. Is that your banana?
Is that your hair color?
Is that your death wish? Didn't.
This is so stupid. I'm changing it. I'm changing it. Let me Scrum for the sub rider and for the 3. Did you ever hear or see the scary movie Long Legs? I heard about it, and I heard that it was really scary, but I haven't seen it, and I really want to. Big for the sub. Remy for the sub. All right. Next! If you have any videos you want to watch, games you want me to play, video search, when cops attack their partners, you guys set this in there like fucking 500 times. So this shit better be good. Oh, ZQ for the 3, and Kuden for the sub. Got broken with, up with out of the blue last night. Any tips? Just gotta focus on yourself, man. Can't really do anything outside of that. Takes time to get over somebody. Focus yourself, hang with friends, pick up a hobby, do something for yourself, improve yourself, wait until you move on. We've been dating for a year. I truly did love him. Also want to say I appreciate the streams. They got me through a lot. Keep it up. Thanks for the, thanks, Joe. Sorry for the long message. You're good, bro. And I'm sorry that you got broken up with. ZQE, or ZXQE for the 3. Skip this? Why? No.
These were...
I didn't know it was common for cops to fight their partners. I mean, it's probably not. This is just like the select few times it's happened.
Moments when police officers attacked their partner, starting with the police sergeant who beat up his police chief. This entire confrontation began on November 9th, 2023, when Bradley Beach police officers stopped a car for a possible DUI. Unexpectedly, their department chief, Leonard Guida, arrived at the traffic stop intoxicated.
Bro just pulled up out of nowhere drunk? How the hell did he get there?
Why do you got a jacket on that's not fit to be worn? What's on the back of it?
Dog, what? I'd be like, Chief, you're a little drunk right now. You gonna stumble back home? How'd you wander over here? You drive?
What do you mean? Look at tell me what's on the back of it.
It washed off.
Yeah, then get rid of it.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Sergeant for that.
Okay, Chief. Let me work this DWI, okay?
The department's chief pulled aside the sergeant in charge of the traffic stop due to an issue with a peeled-off jacket imprint. However, as the sergeant complied...
How much for you to be a cop? I would never want to be a cop. Cooting for the sub. I respect what cops do to protect people, but fuck no. Fuck no. I would never want to be a police officer. Call in for the 3. Thank you for the 3 gifteds. If I could be a cop and only deal with, like, what I want to deal with, that would be sick, right? But that's not the name of the game. When you're a cop, you get what's thrown at you, right? When we watch some of these videos and they're dealing with people that are, like, just annoyingly drunk and, like, kind of funny because they're so drunk that they, like, can't answer questions, like, yeah, that's not bad. But then it's like, Niner, we got a shootout on Street 3, and then you gotta fucking gear up because somebody might kill you. Like, that's not fun. Night for the 3. Why don't you stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time? C-Shoe for the sub. I think there used to be a Twitch contract against that, and then it's just thinning viewership. It's separating people. I have an audience on Twitch. I've always streamed on Twitch. No point.
And resumed his DUI investigation. The chief decided he...
Can you react to more Five Nights at Freddy's videos? Video suggestion tab! But that's why I just said it 3 times in the last 20 minutes.
Wasn't finished scolding the sergeant yet, leading to a very heated encounter.
Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me.
What the fuck just happened?
I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you fucking touch me.
Did he touch him?
Jacket, okay?
A very heated encounter.
Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you...
Dude picked him up like an infant. From his armpits, just fucking grabbed him and put him down.
Fucking touch me. You have a problem? Fuck. You grabbed me. What? Now get out of here. Before you get a problem.
Take him out. Take him.
No, you're gonna go in. Drunk again.
The officer's comments about the chief being drunk again revealed that this wasn't the first time
this was a common occurrence.
The chief had pulled a ridiculous stunt like this. You might expect the chief to sulk and leave with his tail between his legs, but that assumption would be mistaken as he proceeded to do something even worse.
Dude, I love how they were pulling somebody over for a DUI, and then it's just all the attention gets diverted to, like, the police chief. Yo, if you're the drunk guy in the car, that's like a lit-ass scenario for you, though. You got time to sober up. You're sitting in the driver's seat like, damn, I hope they fight for like maybe 2-3 more hours. You start slamming water. You're like, fuck. Lock in. ZYX. Okay, practice. ZYX, U, no. You start saying your alphabet backwards.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief, get out of here or you're going to get locked up.
No.
Chief, you're going to get locked up. You grabbed me. I asked you 3 times to leave me alone. You're obstructing my DWI.
Billy, come over here.
Let him go.
That's the first thing. Billy, I'm trying to get away from everybody. Shut up, because you're in trouble now. Stop,
no, I'm not in
stop.
trouble.
Stop,
I'm not
stop, stop.
You're going to be in trouble.
Stop,
Billy.
Billy.
Chief, I'm working at DWI.
I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Shut up.
No.
You're in trouble because this is the first thing. First of all, I was about to say to you, you stupid. I was about to say to you, what do you need? OEM?
You're not on the job. Who the fuck? He's drunk. He's not on the job. Why are you doing work? Go watch the new season of Big Brother, dog. That shit just dropped. Go watch a show. What the fuck? Like, He got a call. He's bored. What does he just pull up?
You're embarrassing me in front of the men about the jacket.
No. That's neither here nor there. Okay. That's neither here nor there. Now we got a real fucking problem, Billy.
Yeah, we do.
Billy, you're not doing anything when I'm on the scene, okay? You should know better than this, my friend.
I mean, I'm assuming there's some sort of law where if the cop's not on the job and or drunk, then he's not allowed to do anything either. The chief's showing up acting like he's getting to control the entire investigation and what's going on when he's clearly too intoxicated and not on the clock. Like, I mean, if this was like a severe scenario where they would need him, yeah, maybe, but I don't think... I think the guy grabbing him and literally body slamming him on the car was a bit much, but I think the chief's probably, you know...
No.
How'd they even find him here? Well, he's a police chief. He probably just... He probably hears in on everything that's going on.
You grabbed me.
No, I said come over here.
You're out of line. You grabbed me. It's on video.
Billy,
it's on video. I'm not going to argue with it. I have a crash to work.
Billy,
I have a job to do.
You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved.
No, Chief.
No, Billy. Please, Billy. Don't. You're suspended, Billy.
I'm suspended?
Yes.
Okay. I'm suspended. I'm going home.
Yes. Billy, come here.
I'm going home. We can't talk. I'm suspended.
No.
I'm suspended. I'm going.
He just told him you're suspended.
Home, and you're gonna wait.
You're going to headquarters. You're going to wait for me, and then we're going to delete the body cam footage.
For me there.
No, I'm not. I'm suspended. I'm going home.
Wait for me there.
Well, let me work my crash. This is why I'm here.
Billy, you're suspended.
All right, if I'm suspended, then I'm not going to wait inside. Nothing more to say.
No, Billy. You have to. Let me explain something to you. Billy, you're suspended.
As the sergeant began to leave the scene, the police chief, clearly on a power trip, escalated his unruly behavior by intimidating other junior officers into giving false testimonies.
See what happened?
No.
Yes, Chief. What happened?
Some type of exchange between you and Sergeant.
Yo, do police chiefs can police chiefs really just like power trip like this?
We're gonna talk about that later. Everybody's got that. Billy's suspended.
Unfortunately for the chief, his powers failed him as he was placed on administrative leave pending investigations into his actions that day by the
He makes $202,000 a year.
The Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. The sergeant resumed work.
Do police chiefs make that much money? Nay for the sub, epic for the 3. You should watch the Boiled One Phenomenon. It's an analog heart video suggestion tab. Mom for the sub, Josh for the sub. I'm sorry I just immediately write it off when you guys tell me to watch things, but it's like, I shout out the video suggestion tab so we can flow with the stream and we can get through content quicker because I'm a yapper and I don't want to add any unneeded time. So when you send me a message and say, hey, you should watch this, and then it's like a whole sentence explaining what the video's about, just send it in the video suggestion tab, right? And if I watch it, you know? That's how I find most of the videos I watch, the games that I play. That's why I say that all the time, right? Like, I said it 5 times in this stream. If you have any videos you want to watch, games you want to play, send those there. Mom for the sub, Josh for the sub, Kayla for the 3. Can you say happy birthday to my best friend, Kita? Happy birthday, Kita. Sishu for the sub, Knight for the 3. All right.
The following day. In the next case, the aggressive police sergeant nearly choked his junior colleague to death on November 19th, 2021, while making an arrest on a resisting suspect. Sunrise Police Sergeant Christopher Pulleys did something completely unbelievable as the suspect
Can you just pepper spray him?
continued to defy orders.
Watch your head getting into the car.
Miss, can you stop pulling the cup?
Just get in the car and you'll be fine.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Put in the cup.
Oh my wrist! Once you get in the car, she'll let go.
So what's the same pulling?
So just get in the car.
She's gonna break my wrist.
All right, just get in the car.
Can y'all just tell her to stop?
Okay, get in the car. That's
Get
it.
in the car.
Just get in the car.
All right, I'm getting in.
Get your feet in. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You want to play games? You play with the wrong mother.
What you gotta do, man? You gonna mace me?
Look at me, mother. You want to play games? You ever get disrespectful with my officers? I will remove your soul from your body.
That's a threat. That's literally a death threat. Oh my god. What the fuck? Yo, he literally just told him he'd kill him. Oh, yeah, the other officers are going to grab him.
Do what you gotta do.
No. Just let it be.
I don't understand that.
We clear? Yes, sir. And I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Even this officer's colleagues weren't exempted from his wrath.
What? They're trying, yo, the colleagues are trying to save homie from fucking getting in trouble. The woman officer grabs him because she's like, bro, you're threatening to kill the guy. I think that's a little too far. You know, they're not like friends, I'm assuming, but if your fellow police officers like stepping over the line, you're probably not just gonna immediately shove them under the bus. You're gonna like grab him and be like, bro, you're fucking, you know, you're tiptoeing here. Rex Arena over the 5. Just had text on the top of the screen that tells people to use the video session app now, because that would just be, dude, it would just be an obstruction. Now you for the sub. And people ignore that, man. Me adding text here that says video suggestion tab in massive font immediately after, people are still going to send a message that's like, hey, can you watch the new Darman video? No.
As a junior officer who tried to intervene to protect the suspect ended up being choked, threatened, and nearly pepper sprayed. However, the officer faced serious consequences for his actions. He was charged with battery and assault on a law enforcement officer, assault on a civilian, and tampering with evidence by deleting texts threatening officers who witnessed the incident to remain silent. The officers in the next incident didn't attack a fellow colleague, but treated an Army lieutenant who had just returned from serving his country in the most despicable manner.
I can't believe being treated like this. And I'm lay down, you're gonna get tased.
While returning from deployment, U.S. National Guard Lieutenant Karen Nazario was pulled over by Officer Daniel Crocker of the Windsor Police Department in Virginia for a potential license plate violation. Instead of stopping on the dark roads, Lieutenant Nazario drove to a gas station to pull over, a decision that angered the officers and led to a highly tense and ultimately disastrous encounter.
Put your hands out the window and turn the vehicle off. Put your hands.
Cause bro pulled into a gas station. We're gonna pull out a gun. Like, I know you're supposed to immediately pull over when you can, but like, that'd just be a thing where they go knock on the door and be like, dude, why didn't you pull over?
Hands out the window. He's not complying, Judge.
Only in the U.S.? No. A lot in the U.S., not only in the U.S. See, I hate when motherfuckers say that. When motherfuckers shit, like, the U.S. has a million problems with guns and police abuse and all this other shit, but let's not act like every other fucking country squeaky clean, because you know that's fucking cap. Corruption and power tripping and abuse of power exist in every form of society that has ever existed since the beginning of time. To act like the only people that abuse their power that are cops are U.S. officers is just a fucking lie. Any country you go to will have people that abuse their power. In any position of power or anything, people abuse that power. It's just, that's societies. It's bad, and it sucks that happens, but that's what happens, right? So shut the fuck up with the only in the U.S. bullshit. That's not true.
Come around your side. Let me see your hands. How many occupants are in the vehicle?
What's going on?
How many occupants are in your vehicle?
It's only myself. Why are your weapons drawn? What's going on?
Open the door slowly and step out. Open the door.
I'm not getting out the vehicle.
Yo, but you know what? This guy probably getting a bag for this. You get tased by a cop for no reason?
What's going on?
Get out of the car.
Keep your hands outside the window.
My hands are right here. What's going on?
Get out of the car now.
Get out of the car.
What's going on?
Get out of the car now.
The lieutenant's hesitation to exit his car was understandable, considering the officer's aggressive demeanor and the fact that they had their weapons drawn and pointed at him.
Get out of the car now!
That's a real gun, too. That ain't a taser.
Serving this country, and this is how I'm treated?
Yo, look, guess what? I'm a veteran, too. I don't know, babe. Get out of the car!
What's going on?
Work with us and we'll talk.
Now, guess what? I'm a veteran, too. Now, I know how to obey. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. I know how to obey, too.
Okay, video game character. Jesus Christ. Bro sounds like All Might.
Get out the car.
You received an order. Obey it.
I'm I'm honestly afraid to get out. Can I?
Yeah, you should be. Get out.
What's
Get
going
out.
on?
That's a fucking... Why are they still pointing guns at him? He's sitting out of the car like this, and the dude's fucking sideways like fucking gangsta holding the pistol at his fucking head.
What did I do?
Get out.
Yeah, dude, this feels like a GTA 5 roleplay fucking scenario, dude. Holy shit.
Now,
I have not committed any crimes.
you're being stopped for a traffic violation. You're not cooperating at this point right now. You're under arrest
For a traffic-
You're being detained. Okay, you're being detained for
For a
obstruction of justice.
The officers escalated the incident further when they aimed their firearms directly at the lieutenant's face and tried to forcibly enter his vehicle. It didn't end there. The situation escalated even further when the other cop, Officer Gutierrez, decided to physically engage with the lieutenant.
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car.
Get your hands off me,
Get out.
please. Get your hands off me.
You know what? Back up,
I
Daniel.
didn't do anything. Don't do that.
Sir, get out of the car
Don't do
now.
that.
Hey,
Don't
get out of
do
the car
that.
now.
Don't do. I'm trying to talk
Get out.
to you.
Okay.
I'm trying to
I'm gonna
talk.
talk. Get out. Just get out of my
Relax.
car.
Can you please
Get out.
relax? I'm actively serving this country, and this is how you're gonna treat me.
Back up, Daniel.
I didn't do anything.
Back up.
Whoa, hold on.
Hey,
What's going? Hold on. Watch it.
Air 406 deployed.
Oh my god, bro. Nah, in this scenario, dude, bro, oh my god, you should be able to kick the shit out of the officer. There should be some sort of legal clause where if this goes down, you could just beat the piss out of this guy. Like, I would love to see this fucking military dude step out of the car and just kick fucking Michelin Man's ass here. This fucking douchebag.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car now.
That's up.
Sir, just get out of the car.
I'm trying to breathe.
Get out of the car and get on the ground now. Get it. Take off your seatbelt and get out of the car.
Look, I'm just gonna please.
You're gonna do what you're told. Get out of the car.
The lieutenant was treated in a deplorable manner, but this was just the beginning of their mistreatment, as these unruly officers had more tricks up their sleeves.
They would shoot him? Oh yeah, no, definitely, they'd kill him. Victor for the sub, Rex Arena for the 5.
Get on the ground and you're getting sprayed again. Get on the ground.
Can you please talk to me about what's
Get
going
on the ground. Get on the ground now.
Can you please talk to me?
Oh my god, yo, they should be fucking fired. I'm getting, like, physically angry at this. Like, this isn't, like, some, like, base, like, single fuck-up from the officer where they did something wrong, and it's like they abused their power and then fucking step back. Like, this is, like, a fucking 20-minute scenario where they're just harassing this guy. Like, they're actually just harassing him.
Get on the ground.
Like, he's literally just standing there.
Why am I being treated like this? Why?
You're not cooperating. Get on the ground.
Come on, sir. Sir, look, just work with me. This is
I'm genuinely crashing out if this happened. That would be bad on your end, because then they'd flip it on you, right? Even though it's bad for him right now, him just being like, I don't know what's going on, dude, like, why are you acting like this, and kind of letting them hurt him is bad, but it would be worse if he fought back. Like, say they pepper sprayed him and he punched one of the officers, they would immediately have the grounds to be like, see, he was aggressive, right? And then nothing would happen, right? But him just, like, literally just getting kind of, like, fucked up is gonna mean, like, hey, dude, he literally did nothing wrong.
Lay flat. This is I can't believe being treated like this. And I'm wrong.
Lay down and you're gonna get tased.
Put your hands on your back. This is
I agree. All you had to do was listen.
The officer's voice was shaky, and he appeared to be in tears from the treatment he was enduring. The officers then proceeded to have a conversation with him, an action they should have taken initially.
Can you open up the window for my dog? I hear him choking. Can you open up the window, please?
Yes. Yes, we will. Why did you stop? Why did you stop? It's a simple traffic stop.
Dark over there. Those areas are dark. I did not feel comfortable.
All right, sir. Hold on. You felt more comfortable here, okay? Coming here was not.
I would immediately tell them to call their superintendent or supervisor. I would immediately say, get your supervisor here, get them to save the body cam footage, and we're going to court. Like, you just fucking pepper sprayed him, shoved him to the ground, kicked him, and then fucking pointed guns at his face for doing nothing wrong.
The problem is when you refuse to get out of the car. When we got here and you stepped out of the car, I can promise you, this would have been over by now. Lieutenant, what happened?
No, it wouldn't have. You fucking, if he stepped out of the car, they would have fucking pinned him to the ground anyway. They would have handcuffed him no matter what.
I went to comply. I looked out the mirror and I saw guns drawn. I put my hands out. And we told you, we identified ourselves, told you to step out of the vehicle. And all you had to do was comply. And we'd have been done by now, okay?
The officers proceeded to search the lieutenant's truck, only to find it was squeaky clean. Realizing they had made a mistake, the officers immediately went into damage.
Yeah, they were trying to find like meth or something. That would have been the ticket, right? They find 1 gram of weed. Up! 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 Like 1 nug.
Damage control mode.
All right, how's your eyes doing, Lieutenant? Better. We can either sit here with you until you get your eyes back where you can see, and I mean at a good distance so you're safe to drive, okay? Go do your deployment. Go continue serving my country, which I respect.
They're just gonna tell him to go home. Yo, we're gonna sit here until you can see, and then we're just gonna kind of dip, you know? Like, yo, we also like fucked up on the license plate. That's our bad, you know? And yo, by the way, go continue to serve our country.
And I thank you for, okay? Or we can push the issue, write you tickets for no license plate displayed, and for
Nah, dude, they're literally saying like we're gonna let you go if we just dip. No, write me the ticket.
Resisting or not resisting obstruction of justice. I don't even need to go that route because that route makes the Army get involved, and I know how they are. But if you plan on making a career or even 6 years or whatever, it's up to you. I don't care. There's no need getting this on your record.
Nothing's going on this record.
I do have a good rapport with my command, so I wouldn't feel right not talking to them about it. So well, that's entirely on you. I'll put it this way then for you. They're gonna hear from you.
The officer's tactics failed as the lieutenant filed a lawsuit immediately after the incident. He was
the next day
initially awarded $3,650 in damage.
3,600, bro. Maybe like 36,000.
But subsequently filed an appeal in court. In the next case, both the
Wait, hold up. The federal lawsuit accused the officers of assault and racial profiling. Nazario sought $1 million in damages. 300,000 punitive damages are from the officer standard legal search under a state of law. Compensated damages was fired. He got fired.
50 in damages, but subsequently filed an appeal in court. In the next case, both the sheriff and the sergeant threatened to arrest.
Now, question. If you are fired as a police officer, is there any chance that you get a job at another station as a cop? Because that just means you're fired from that station. I mean, you probably could apply or try, I'm assuming, but I doubt if you were, like, fired from, like, one city over, they're going to be like, okay, yeah, we're going to hire you. Gizzy for the sub, floating for the 3, or for the sub. Victor for the $25 dono. Will you be joining Block Wars in August? No. I've scheduled time off August 8th to the 11th, and the Block Wars tournament is the 10th. So sadly, I will not F in the chat for this. I will not be in August's Block Wars tournament. Right after I get back from my little break, we're going to be doing a charity stream for veteran housing. I think it's called Veteran Housing Commission. Or Veteran Homeless Housing Commission. I don't know. I need to find the exact name, but I was searching for charities. We're doing F-Cancer this Sunday for charity streams, but August, right when I get back, we're going to be doing a charity stream to help homeless veterans find housing. Housing, food, shelter, and I think like maybe job help. I think they do they do a few things. But that'll be a W charity stream. I'm happy that we're doing that one next. I don't know. I think September, because that'll be August. I think September we're probably just going to do one for Suicide Prevention Day, or National Suicide Prevention Awareness Day, rather. Vampire for the sub, just like last year. Victor for the sub, Rex Arena for the 5. All right.
Arrest each other.
You get on my traffic stop again, I will...
They try to arrest each other. You're under arrest! No, you're under arrest! They just handcuff each other. They somehow both handcuff each other behind their backs. They're like, all right, what do we do now? Well, I got to take you into the station. Well, how are you going to drive? Well, you could drive. Well, I can't drive. My hands are cuffed. We're going to have to phone for help. My walkie-talkie's right here. I can't grab it. Well, if you bend down in front of me, I could probably grab it with the back. I'm not doing that. But we're gonna have to. We're in a bit of a pickle right now. You realize that? Okay, why don't you bend down in front of me and I'll grab your radio. But I don't want to do that either. Vampire for the sub.
We'll arrest you. Yeah, I'll arrest you right now. Do it, buddy. And we're going to do it. Charges do it. Your ignorance. Do it.
On June 24th, 2022, Sergeant James of the Hiawassee Police Department conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle after observing it driving recklessly in Hiawassee, Georgia.
Good evening. How are you doing? Well in yourself? I'm doing all right. What's your hurry? You're very recklessly from the city all the way here, man. In and out of traffic, not using turn signal. Man, I watched you. It took me this long to catch up to you.
I'm sorry.
You were 70 plus.
I didn't think I was that bad.
I checked you at 65.
I'm sorry.
What's your hurry?
I gotta get my medication.
You gonna try to kill people over medication?
No.
Can an officer give you a ticket for going 1 over? Like, yeah, probably, but I feel like you could just get that like overturned. I've never seen, or I've been pulled over twice for speeding. I got pulled over once for going over a traffic stop. Or not going over traffic. I didn't like run a red light. I rolled it, stopped like a foot in front of a stop sign, and then went. He literally didn't even fucking check my ID. He was just like, "Don't do it again," and then drove off. But when I got pulled over, I think I was doing like 8 or 9 over, or 10. But like, I've never seen like the slowest I've ever seen somebody get pulled over for speeding is like 6 over. By law in Illinois, you have to be over 5 miles an hour. I don't know if that's every state, but I'm pretty sure no cop will pull you over for going 5 over. They might pull you over for another reason, but if it's like a 30 and you're going 35, they're probably not going to pull you over unless it's in a slow speed zone. If you're in like a school zone, different, right? Or if you're in like 25 and you're going 30, they might pull you over, but even then, it's probably just like, what's the fucking point? You could just be like, I didn't know. Floating for the 3. Have you guys missed me? Everybody bow down.
Well, it helps with my anxiety.
If that car in front of you would have slammed on brakes, you would have caused a wreck right here.
Do you know your PC specs? I think it's exclamation point specs.
Hang tight.
Then Sergeant James handed a traffic citation to the driver, and that's when a Towns County sheriff walked up and began asking the driver his own questions. What happened next was quite amusing to watch.
All right, watch coming through town like that, man.
Oh, yeah,
Traffic's heavy, okay? All right, be careful.
Sir, got a question. Come on, man.
Inside the city or out here?
Just right here.
Okay. Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you. Yeah, I'll arrest you right now. Do it, buddy.
Oh, you could tell they beef all the time. Oh, look at his fucking eyes.
Do it. Charges. Do it. Your ignorance. Do it. Do it, Ode. Go for it. Do it. There's cameras at Valero, and there's cameras at Napa that see you pulled out. Shut your mouth. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your...
Oh, is he out of his jurisdiction? Is he not supposed to pull him over here?
Boy, talk to you, boy. You a boy. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Everybody, thank you. Thank you.
Count 3 and 2. Status check.
Info. Mother.
The Hiawassee Police and Sheriff's Departments have been at odds over jurisdiction recently. The Georgia Bureau of
they're from two different departments. So they don't work together. They just hate each other.
Investigation is involved, along with the Towns County District Attorney's Office. However, it's not yet clear if those agencies...
Why do they give a fuck? Like, are they acting like he's lying? Like, the guy that pulled the original dude over, he's like, I've been following him for like 3 miles. I've been trying to pull him over. Okay, like I feel like that's a reasonable thing. Like if he was just patrolling inside something that was out of his jurisdiction, I'd be like, okay, what the fuck are you doing?
These have launched any formal investigation.
To meet quotas, I have heard that the odds that you get pulled over at the end of the month are higher than at the beginning. Because as the months go on, or as the days in the month go on, an officer, I don't know if this is true, an officer is more likely to pull you over if they haven't met a certain quota of either tickets or something like that. So as like if it's like the 20th, like in like 10 days, like the odds a cop pulls you over is way higher than if it's like July 1st.
The next case was fight for dominance, as officers from the tribal police...
Quotas are illegal. Okay, maybe quotas are illegal, but I feel like that would make sense if it's like, say you haven't pulled like anyone over. I mean, the odds that would happen are so low, but say you're a cop and it's like the end of the month and you've pulled like 5 people over, they're going to be like, dude, come on. Because they know other people are speeding and they know what's going on. Like, there's no way you'd be like, well, I didn't see anybody speeding, officer. Everybody's abiding by the law. Like, that's just cat. Like, everybody I know speeds. Like, if you're on a road, every single person is speeding. So if somebody's like, well, I don't know, nobody was speeding when they passed me, I'd be like, well, that's just not true. Dude, like, literally. I get passed, I mean, this may be just New Jersey. If I'm in New Jersey, it's a 45. I could be going 50, and somebody will pass me because I'm going too slow.
With jail officials over custody of a suspect.
Are you somebody? Cops speed so much in New Jersey. Dude, if a cop's in front of me, I've had cops pass me. Because if a cop's behind me, you bet your ass I'm doing fucking the speed limit. Right? I'm not speeding with a cop right behind me. They pass me. They start gassing it, and then I just follow them. Whatever they go, I go. If I'm in a 45 and the cop's doing 50, I'm doing 50, right? If I'm behind him, what is he going to turn his lights on and turn around and say, sir, you were speeding? I'd be like, well, I was fucking following you. L5 for the sub, Devin for the sub.
On December 18th, 2023, officers from the Lighthouse Police Department, a tribal law enforcement unit, stormed the Okmulgee County Jail to serve an arrest warrant to a non-native man they had arrested a few days earlier, but they were met with utmost resistance.
I'm not taking it. You guys are taking it. I'm not taking it. County Central, do not roll my pre-book in the Sally Port door.
Well, we can stay here all day.
That's what we're going to do until you take him out of my building.
I'm not taking it. Sir, I'm not taking it. You're the one committing crime, not
No, I'm not, sir. I have not accepted him in my facility yet.
While tribal law enforcement officers are responsible for dealing with tribal members who break the law, the suspect they were attempting to apprehend in this instance posed a challenge as he was non-native, falling outside their jurisdiction.
What does non-native mean? Like not a citizen?
Instead,
Victor for the 4.
Jurisdiction belonged to the sheriff's office. Nevertheless, the tribal officers persisted in pursuing their action.
He's not in my custody.
Not Native American. Chad, I highly doubt that's what they mean. I highly doubt that's what they mean. It's out of his jurisdiction because he's not a Native American. Chat, come on, okay? Like, I know I ask some stupid questions sometimes, but like that was the dumbest answer that I've ever fucking read. They just said not native, and then your dumbass just went not Native American. What the fuck? He said tribal? What the fuck does that have to do? Native Americans have their own community. They have tribal police? What? You can't arrest a Native American? That's not true. You can't arrest it. So I'm stupid. Like, I'm wrong. There's tribal police. Police officers hired by Native American tribes. The largest tribal police agency is the Navajo Nation Police Department. The second largest is the Cherokee Nation Marshal Service. Do police have jurisdiction on Native American reservations? How did they even arrest him then? Under some agreements, federal, state, county, local, or tribal law enforcement officers have the power to arrest native and non-native wrongdoers wherever the violation of law occurs. So what the fuck is happening in this scenario? I need to rewind.
Posed a challenge as he was non-native, falling outside their jurisdiction. Instead, jurisdiction belonged to the sheriff's office. Nevertheless, the tribal officers...
So their tribal officers... Or their tribal officers. Which one's the tribal officer? Blue or green?
Persisted in pursuing their...
Wow, I was wrong. Holy fuck. Yo, I'll admit that. Joe Bart. I genuinely thought that was the dumbest chat that I've ever read. I have never in my life... Somebody said out of touch. I have never in my life... And what do you mean out of touch? You're telling me you just knew? You're telling me you just knew that if somebody's a Native American, then they in a specific area that there's only tribal officers are allowed to arrest them. I never knew that. I knew there were certain jurisdiction, different laws that apply to Native American communities, specifically around, like, I've known about, like, peyote or certain, like, like drugs that are normally illegal but used for rituals that they're allowed to use, or different laws that they may have. But I didn't know that they have an entirely different officer that applies to them. I thought it was just like the officer, any officer just applied those laws differently to those communities. Young and Victor for the Subboys for the 5. Start streaming. I know people don't like my voice because I'm 14, but I sound 7. Any advice? Nothing you can do about that, man. It's your voice. Your voice is your voice. I can't really give you advice on that.
Action.
He's not in my custody.
Open this.
What is happening here? What is going on?
As the tribal officers persisted in their attempt to gain entry, jail staff intervened, and the situation quickly escalated into a messy confrontation.
Are you somebody with little... You're gonna put your hands on him?
No, put your hands on me.
Hands on the captain.
No, come on. Sir.
Nope.
Out of my building, gentlemen. You're gonna go with us, I promise.
See, you keep putting
hands off of him. Don't you put your hands on. That's all my doing.
Is he the chief? Yo, is he the chief of police? Yo, you know the big dog's the one with the biggest hat. That's what they say. That's what they say. You don't get power out here if you ain't got a big hat. Big hat means a big man.
First.
Big hat's a big man. The higher the fold, the more power they got.
So that's a few else. Not a lot of folks.
Your is going too.
They're refusing to take it.
Yeah, we don't recognize that you already exist. Okay, that's the state of Oklahoma.
That's not an option.
It is a director saying.
Yo, why is the officer on this body cam breathing like they just ran a 5-mile run?
The director of fleet?
Yeah.
The tribal officers eventually had to back down and leave the prison premises, but later, an arrest warrant was issued for the prison staff on charges of assaulting a law enforcement officer. The next case was all about ego, and the situation nearly spiraled out of control.
You're not going to talk about chief like that, sir. That's not going to happen. You can get the out of my face. I don't give a who you are.
On January 30th, 2024, a Lexington police
this was recent.
Officer spotted a vehicle exceeding the speed limit. He quickly initiated a traffic stop and pulled the driver over. However, as he approached the driver...
Actually, not that recent. Holy shit, dude. January was 7 months ago. It's almost 2025. We vote for a new president in 4 months. Yo, did y'all see Biden might step down? I don't know if that's true or not, but I've been seeing some shit that, like, Biden's, like, actually might step down. And I'm like, who are they going to replace him with? Probably Gavin Newsom or fucking Robert F. Kennedy, but I'm pretty sure Gavin Newsom said he doesn't want to be president. IPS for the sub. You're new. Young for the sub.
Driver.
Kamala? Oh, you think Kamala? Yeah, that maybe. But then who would Kamala's VP be? Well, whoever she wants. If Kamala had Gavin as VP, I think they'd be able to fucking do some shit. And then after that, if they just, I don't know how that would work. Trump named his VP, and his VP doesn't like him. I always found that shit hilarious, dude. I don't know who's Trump's vice president, chat. They named him. He's like a 50-year-old like family man, and he was on record like a year ago saying how he doesn't like Trump. And now he's his vice president. It's not Brent Peterson. JD Vance, yeah. Yeah, he's 39. I thought he was like 50, dude. JD Vance. J.D. Vance is 39? God, he's young. That's why. That's probably one of the reasons he got him as VP.
He was surprised by who
Just in case, you know.
he was dealing with.
Hello.
Are you sure? I'm going to SWAT call out.
Okay, sir. Just could you do an 85 and a 55?
I was going.
Going where?
Call out.
Where we going?
The SWAT call out right over here.
I didn't know we had one.
We have an armed guy barricaded in the house. Used to be a police officer. And
where at?
Right down here on.
Here in Lexington?
Yeah.
We have an armed person we don't know about. Okay, I'll call my chief and let him know.
The person caught speeding was Cleveland County Sheriff Chris Amison, who was hurrying to a SWAT call. Surprisingly, the Lexington Police Department was unaware of the situation, prompting the officer to call his chief to inquire about it. Just 4 minutes later, the officer arrived at the standoff, accompanied by Lexington Police Chief Ronnie Johnson. Chief Johnson was visibly upset about being kept in the dark regarding.
You ever see some shit on that? You ever pass like a basic traffic stop on the side of the road and there's like 15 police officers? And you're like, what the fuck is happening? I'm always nosy with that shit. If I'm driving by and it's like they just pulled one dude over and he's just sitting talking to him, but there's like 9 cops, I'm like, why are they all here? Like, if there's like some shit going down, fine. But there's always like 7 cops for like one person.
Regarding the situation, and soon expressed his frustration.
Somebody would want to tell me what the fuck is going on here. I don't know if anybody's seen yet, but I got the biggest hat around here, and that means I call the fucking shots, okay? So if somebody wants to fucking fill me in on what the fuck is happening here, I'd be very much appreciative. Because when I tell you this hat, and it's like all the way out here, he like touches the brims of the hat. When I tell you this hat took me a couple of years to earn, I ain't fucking joking.
Captain Tom right here. Where's Captain Tom? Captain Hawk. Yeah.
He like walks through and starts hitting the officers with the side of his hat. Oh, excuse me.
Where's
If your hat don't touch your ground when you hold your hat to your chest, then your hat ain't big enough.
We realize that I'd like to know what's going on in my own damn city. We would have notified you, sir. We would have? Yeah. Well, hold on. I've been down there at the PD all day.
And now there's a situation going on that they're not dealing with because they're arguing with each other. Like, shit's actually going down, and now they're all just fucking chit-chatting on the side of the road.
According to the call, it says Lexington was notified they refused to respond because of our call. Okay, I don't know who the said that. First of all, sir, I know you're the chief. I'm just telling you I don't appreciate all of this going on and nobody notified me a damn thing about it.
With tensions already high due to the standoff, the Cleveland County deputies started to walk away, but the Lexington police officer wearing the body camera was not finished.
Okay. I'm sorry, what's your name?
You want my ass later?
Sir. I am too. You're not going to talk about Chief like that, sir. That's not going to...
You ain't going to talk about my chief like that, sir. When I tell you he has the biggest hat in this town, I fucking mean it, okay? The nuts on that man are fucking ginormous, dude. He walks with a limp because of it. He ain't got any damn leg problems, dude. They're like coconuts hanging down there. When I tell you, if you fucking talk shit about him one more time, I'm going to do something about it.
You can get the out of my face. I don't give a who you are. Okay? This is my county, too. Back up.
Dude, you could see him through his jeans.
No, you don't.
What the fuck's going on?
This is going to be good.
According to the call,
you need to stop.
Lexington PD was notified.
Chill out. Back up. Everything's going to be okay. But you need to back up.
I get it that you can back up.
Negative.
But this right here ain't what
we're not going to be disrespectful. Okay? Sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir. You have no authority. You're not going to tell me what to do, mother. You're not going to get in my sheriff's face just like you told me. Get your hands off me, man. Back up, John.
Hey, pull him back. No, he's in the sheriff's face.
Oh my god, dude, it's like fucking cult groups arguing with each other.
Yeah. Stop. He's getting ready to go to jail. Stop.
our operation or something like that.
You want to fucking practice golf swings right now, bud? I'll take out my nutsack right now. When I tell you my shit, when I tell you, you're gonna fucking lose here, man. Okay?
Understand? Oh, yeah. Perfectly clear. Perfectly clear. Come on. Just run that.
Luke and Phoenix for the subreal. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies. IP already read that.
Chief Johnson stepped in.
That's too far. Bro put Joe ... That's too far. It's a joke.
To pull his officer back, and Sheriff Amison told them to leave. The situation did not escalate further, but it appears that both agencies have some underlying issues. If you enjoy videos like this, please like, subscribe, and watch this one.
Dude, it seems like a lot of.
I'm on Johnny Depp's
agencies
private
arguing
eye.
with each other. All right. Next video. Okay. Chad, I gotta piss real quick. Not Iraq? What do you mean not Iraq? Hold up. Count me down 30 seconds. We're back. Not a vape break, chat. Relax. Okay. Eric fakes his videos. A lot of people say that, but now in his current videos, he proves that they're real. He had like a 4-day VOD where you could watch him in his car in the last video to prove that it was real. Anyways, I don't know if this if you want to say the video's fake, then don't watch it. Sneaking into celebrity. I'm not saying his previous videos weren't. They might have been. I haven't seen any videos saying that, but I mean, I know there was some shit about him previously. But I know that in this previous video that we watched of him, like a few weeks ago, where he mailed himself across the U.S.
As a kid, I always wondered.
To a VOD where you can see him that's 3 days, where you could see him in the fucking thing, all day.
As a kid, I always wondered.
Anyways.
Private eye.
Sneaking onto celebrity private islands. Lock it in.
I'm on Johnny Depp's private island, sipping a Bahama Mama. Life wasn't always this sweet. This is actually me 3 days from now, where I can only hope to God that I end up on a celebrity private island, because during the next few days, my friends and I are going to be headed to the Bahamas to get invited on as many private islands as we can. All right, we're pulling up to Tyler Perry's island right now. Hello.
Yes! Yes!
The plan? Using state-of-the-art disguises and...
Dude, I would be, like, worried. Are they just going to pull up to celebrities' islands and be like, hey, can I come in? They could fucking kill you. Gwen, thank you for the fucking 10 gifted subs. Thank you for the fucking 10 gifted, Gwen. Thank them if you got a sub. Thank you for the fucking 10 gifted, Gwen. 8109. Dub in the chat for that. Thank you if you got a sub. Thank you for the 10 gifteds.
high-level espionage techniques to uncover the secrets of the super-rich elite. So we took a flight out to the Bahamas.
How you doing, dude?
We met up.
How much is, like, an average, like, rich person private island in, like, the Bahamas? Like 20 million? Like, what are we talking here? Over 10 mil. You're owning an island with a house on it, usually. Probably a dock. If it's just the island, it's still probably... You're basically owning, like, a mini city. Not a mini city. You're owning, like, you know, an area. 50 mil? Dude, that's so much. I feel like if I won it, chat, okay. If you could have a private island or okay, here's a better question. You have $100 million. You can only spend $50 million on a big ass yacht or $50 million on a private island. Which one are you spending it on? Private island. Yacht seems like a better answer, but they're so expensive to upkeep that, like, you could just charter, like, a travel boat or something like that. Or just fly wherever the fuck you want to go. Like, if I had $100 million, I could see myself buying, like, a mini island, but I could not see myself having a yacht. The upkeep of a boat is so expensive. Bro isn't factoring in taxes. You're not factoring in that the upkeep of a boat is, like, what, 10 or 20% of the cost of the boat every year? Like, if you spend $10 million on a boat, you're going to spend $1 million a year running that boat. With gas, workers, cleaning it, upkeep. Everything that... Island upkeep? Island upkeep? It's an island! What the fuck do I gotta upkeep? What, I gotta fill in sand? It's not sinking. What the fuck do I gotta upkeep on an island? You sit on the house. You gotta fucking clean the house. Yeah. It's less. Taxes? Oh. Is there property taxes on islands? It's still probably less than a yacht. Control for the sub. Real ways! Thank you for the fucking 10K biddies! You look like Curtis Blades. Who is Curtis Blades? Chill for the sub. Real, thank you for the biddies, bro. I'm not seeing the resemblance here.
Up with our old friend Phoebe J, who had a plane waiting.
I see it. You guys would say that about everything. You guys would literally say that about anything. I could pull up... Oh, I see it, though. I see it, though. Dude, the eyes are kind of the same. Chinksy for the three. Wow, this island looks like it belongs to a man named Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, he's inviting us inside. Let's go. Hey, this guy's last name looks like it says Diddy. What's a Diddy like Diddy Kong? Oh, he's inviting us. He's giving us free white suits. This is going to be a great video. X-Viper for the sub.
For it to take us even further off the map.
That is a tiny plane. This is literally smaller than my car.
Phoenix for the 5. Ben Houselog said you, Trey Rags, Tony, and Joe Roth are the big 4 of TikTok. Would you agree? I don't think there's a big 4, if I'm just giving my answer. I don't think there's anything. I think their creators are creators. They make content people like. They make content people like. I don't think there's like a hierarchy of creators. And I don't think if there was, I don't think I'm on it anymore. Maybe my content a year ago when I was pulling like, dude, there was a good month, maybe early 2023, where I was getting 1 million likes on every video. Like every video I made on TikTok. Now, way less. I also think, I don't know. I think my content's fallen off on TikTok a little bit. I think I've grown on Twitch and YouTube and just kind of focused on that more. So that's in part that. And I think I have like 20 million something on TikTok. Guess how many followers are active in a day? Meaning the follower, there's statistics on this. So how many of my followers on TikTok log in on TikTok for a second in a day? It's like, I think it's like 9 million or 8 million. So out of like the 20-something million people that follow me, less than half use the app every day. You got to keep in mind, dude, like the majority of accounts that have been made on TikTok aren't active anymore. Like a lot of people don't use TikTok anymore. Either don't use it. I'm not saying like don't use it at all, but like people aren't on TikTok. There's more users than ever. But a lot of the followers that I've had don't use TikTok nearly as much as they do anymore. A lot of my viewers on Twitch say they don't even watch me on TikTok anymore. That's why I'm straying away from posting there as much. I used to post, dude, I think I have 4,500 posts on TikTok since December of 2019 when I was in high school. So I used to post like 3 to 5 videos every day. I post like 1 now. And it's probably going to go to like 1 every other day. Maybe 2 on given days if I want to make an extra video. And then it's probably going to go to like 3 videos a week. Reels are better. I just don't. Personally, I'm phasing out of short form content. I don't like it as much as I used to, right? It's great to start, and I think it's a great starting point for most creators, but the capacity to use short form media, for me, is not appealing anymore. I like streaming. It's my I love streaming. It is my favorite thing to do. Hopping on stream and talking to you guys and just fucking reacting to videos or playing games or doing random shit, playing in tourneys, doing stupid stuff, doing specific video ideas like the Would You Rather that we're doing fucking after these next 2 reacts. Like, that's fun. I can't do that on a 30-second video or a 60-second video. It's not, you should quit TikTok. I probably am. I mean, I don't know when, but I don't want to say I'm going to quit, right? Like, I'm not going to make an announcement video that I'm done. Because say there's a video that I want to react to, I'm going to react to it. But realistically, I'm probably just going to start posting less and less on that app, like, over the next upcoming months. And then eventually, you know how, like, Max Taylor still does YouTube, Instagram, and for him, Instagram, because he does bodybuilding, and Twitch? He doesn't, like, post on TikTok anymore. Eventually, it'll be that, where, like, I post a video once every month, like, on TikTok. Like, right now, I make myself make videos, like, just to keep up with consistency. And a lot of them I like making, but some I'm just like, I got to make this because I got to post a video. Where it used to be like that a lot. I used to make, like, 21 videos a week or 25 videos a week. Now I make, like, 8. I'm probably going to cut that down to, like, 4, and then 2, and then 1, and then, like, once a month or whenever I feel like it. I have no need. My consistency has to be on YouTube and Twitch now. There's no need for me to do TikTok. TikTok even pay you well? Not anymore. There was a period where TikTok was paying really well right when they started their minute-long creator fund. Originally, there used to be no creator fund on TikTok. In August of 2020, they introduced a creator fund on TikTok. I just turned 18. It was when I was going into college. They, or no, I wasn't even in college yet. I was going to go into college in that fall, and they would pay you like $10 a million views. It wasn't a lot, but it was money, you know, and I needed money, and so it was great. Then they introduced a minute-long creator fund where they were paying probably like $2,000 for 1 million views. It was a lot of money. I was in on that for about 2 weeks, and then now they pay about $50 for 1 million views. Because if you have a 1 million view video on TikTok, it used to just get like $2,000. Like they used to just pay you a shitload. But now if you get 1 million views on TikTok, like 300,000 of those views will qualify. And of those 300,000 views, your RPM, which is how much money you get paid per 1,000 views, used to be like $1. Now it's like 3 cents or 2 cents. It's so low. It's so low. So it, like the incentivization for TikTok creators to make money on that app is drastically decreased. Gwen for the 1,000 videos. Every time you make me laugh with my little brother so hard we cry, you're literally the best. Can you shout him out? His name is Samson. Shout out Samson. Gwen for the 1,000 videos. I just read that. Fart for the 3. Can you ask Brady for me? Brady, what's shvooshed? I don't know what that is. Phoenix for the 5. I already read that. But yeah. No, I'm not gonna like just randomly quit TikTok, but I'm definitely gonna stop posting there as much as I do now. I already stopped. Like 6 months ago, I was posting like 2-3 videos a day. Now I post 1 or 2, maybe. Sometimes none, but for the most part, 1 a day. It'll probably cut back a lot. You still post a lot? Yeah, I post like once a day, once or twice a day. Because it's not hard for me to make 10 videos in a week, but it's just there's no point anymore. I'm making content that I don't like making as much, you know? I don't hate making TikToks, but it's not my passion, right? I love doing Twitch and doing charity streams and fucking entertaining my chat and talking and yapping. That's what I love, dude. So TikTok doesn't really offer me that anymore. And just the community, dude. If I made the videos and the content that I make here on TikTok, people would make fun of me. And I don't like that, you know? I don't give a fuck if people make fun of me. I've dealt with hate the entirety of the time that I've been on social media. Obviously, it's not fun, but it's something you deal with. But, dude, if I did like a yap how I am doing right now on TikTok, it would get 100 likes, 1,000 views, and 50 comments saying, put the fries in the bag, fell off for real, fall off needs to be studied, rip, Hills, you're dead, RIP, and some other stupid shit about how I'm yapping. Like, it's a toxic community, dude. It's not even like my followers necessarily. It's TikTok, dude. It's horrible. Under for the sub. I don't like it anymore. It bothers me. I don't read my comments. I don't give there's no point, dude, because it's just fucking brain rot. It's brain rot, toxicity, hate, and just fucking annoyance. Here, people shit on me, but it's like, you know, it's like reasonable. You know, there it's like, fuck, man. Drip for the sub, butt for the 5. And I have a solid foundational audience here. Like, a lot of you guys might watch me once a week, twice a week, every day. Like, I don't need TikTok anymore. Butt for the 5. All they want for you is a screen. Yeah, max for the sub. Loud equals funny, dude. Not even that necessarily, but for me to just be like, why would you swing on that? Like, if that were me, I would never do that in my entire life. Like, it's just too scary. Like, fuck, dude. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I'm more authentic me on TikTok than I used to be, but it's still not like me, bro. It's still like I'm playing a character, you know? I'm me here. Obviously, I'm an elevated version of me for entertainment for you guys. Like, if I wasn't streaming right now, I would just be sitting here. Like, I'm not going to be, like, yapping to myself. But I can be me here. I can yap and do the stupid rants that I want to do. There, I have to play a character, you know? And it's not as much as it used to be. Like, I hate watching my old videos on TikTok. My videos from 2021 and 2020 make me want to fucking peel my eyes out of my fucking head. I hate it. I look back at it and I'm like, oh my god, I was playing such a stupid character. It was so unauthentic, and not even just the unauthenticity. I used to think those videos were good, and I fucking hate them now. I was cringy and annoying and narcissistic and just a fucking like dickhead. like an asshole, bro. Like I hate watching myself there. And so it's now, I don't know, dude. It's just the apps. I don't know. The app's like, it's not for me as much as it used to be. And so I wouldn't be surprised if I keep slowly just posting less and less, and, you know, within 6 months, kind of just post whenever I feel like it. I think by 2025, by December of 2024, January 2025, I will only be making videos if I really want to make a video on a specific topic. And outside of that, I will be off of that app. Deck for the sub, real for the 5. Half of TikTok viewers have never watched a stream or video of you. More than that. I have like 20 million something followers on TikTok. Half of them don't even know I do Twitch or YouTube. Half of you guys that follow me now didn't even watch me on TikTok. Half of you guys that follow me on YouTube, this isn't going to be in a YouTube video, but for the people that watch me on YouTube, half of them don't even know I do fucking TikTok. A lot of them do, right? And a lot of you guys came from there, but it's like, fuck, dude. It's like, it's an entirely different audience. It's like the people that watch me, you guys might watch me on TikTok or saw me on TikTok first, but you can tell that it's different content and it's an entirely different fan base. Luke and Deck for the sub, real for the 3. Or for the 5. It's just so different. I blink for the sub. Sorry for the yap, chat. But see, that's what I mean. Like, some of y'all might bitch about it, but it's like, that's because I've been yapping for 10 minutes. Dude, if I did this rant for 15 seconds on TikTok, people would be like, nah, nah, because it's peanut, low attention span fucking TikTok viewers, bro. And I'm not mad at them. It's the app, right? It's what the app's made for. But that's not the content that I want to make anymore, right? I don't know. Some videos I still like making. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't like making TikToks anymore. There's still TikToks that I enjoy making. But I used to make 25 videos a week, and I would like making like 15 of them. Then it became I was making 22 videos a week, and I wanted to make 4 of them. Now I make 8 a week. I want to make 6 of them. Eventually, I'll just make like 3 videos a week, 1 video a week, whatever. Gwen and I blink for the sub. I found you on Chuckle Sandwich. That's dope. I'm glad that you came over from that. I didn't know anybody actually started watching me authentically from Chuckle Sandwich. Where did you guys first watch Joe? TikTok? Chat, vote on that poll. I want to see what people actually vote. All right, let's lock in for this, too. I need to rewind a little bit. They're in the Bahamas. Recap, because we just got sidetracked. They're in the Bahamas. They're going to Celebrity Private Islands. Let's fucking lock it in here. Hold up. 63% from TikTok first, 33% YouTube, 4% Twitch. Yeah, most people aren't going to find you on Twitch authentically. That's very rare. I expect a double-spaced 12-size font, 500-word essay, and times zero on why I got timed out for a day by tomorrow. Oh, because you sent a stupid fucking chat. That's why. I timed you out because you annoyed the shit out of me. Pin this. If you encounter tech issues, turn off your Wi-Fi for the first minute of the game. That was a very dumb comment, so I timed you out because it annoyed me and I didn't want to deal with it. You told me to turn off my Wi-Fi as a genuine advice to fix my game issue. I stream, brother. I was trying to help. Yeah, I know. I'm not mad at you. But I wasn't dealing with it, you know? It was one of those chats where I saw it and I just went, ah, and I just timed you out because I didn't want you to be spamming, right? My apologies, I timed you out. I blanked for the 5. Thank you for the 5 gifteds, bro. I appreciate that.
How you doing, dude? We met up with our old friend Fiji J, who had a plane waiting for us to take us even further off the map.
That is a tiny plane. This is literally smaller than my car. I drive a Honda Civic.
We have arrived in Bahamas.
I've never been so sad to land somewhere.
We're going to keep playing Uno, or are we going to get off this plane?
Oh, wait. I love timing out Scrub Nugget. I love timing out Scrub Nugget. Fart for the sub. It's like my favorite thing to do on stream, dude. Whenever I see him chat, I'll be like, bro be timing out anybody. Timing out for like 20 minutes.
And finally, we made
He just can't talk.
it to our accommodations in the middle of the ocean.
What did he say? He said, bro, be timing out anybody. I just time it out for 10 minutes.
Bro, this is like next level. This is crazy. There's also two very interesting people that are going to join us on this trip. Number one is Bread Boy. Shout out to Bread Boy. He has made this entire thing possible.
Exomification.
Bread Boy is our secret weapon on this mission.
Why do they call you Bread Boy? I like money. Yeah.
He's the king of the Exumas. He put us up in the swanky pad, and he knows where all the celebrity islands are hidden. Also, the only
he's just like the local dude that knows everything. Yo, Michael, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 10 gifted. It's Michael B0505. Thank you for the fucking 10 gifteds.
And then he agreed to help us so he could plug his company.
Exomification.
And secondly, I invited one of you guys on this trip with me. Oh, I'm taking one of y'all on vacation with me to the Bahamas this weekend. And they were all so good, I was actually having trouble choosing the winner until I came across Tyler.
And then lastly, I just want
gotta choose an entertaining person. It's the same thing with Mr. Beast videos, bro. If you choose somebody to be on a video, they can't be shy. Jinxie for the sub. Otherwise, they're just gonna be sitting there, dude. That's why, like, if they're doing a 100-person Mr. Beast challenge, 30 of them are, like, really entertaining because they have to, like, handpick some of the contestants outside of random draw. Because if they random draw everybody, there's a chance that every single person is really fucking boring. And then the video sucks and they just wasted, like, $1 million. Why are you lying? I literally talked to them about that when I did the challenge. Bro said, L stream, why are you lying? Yeah, I'm just going to ban you. That'd be me? Well, yeah, dude, it's just because, like, a lot of people watch Mr. Beast and want to be on a Mr. Beast event, but then they're actually on a Mr. Beast event, and then this is them. And so then they just sit in the background, right? And that's why, like, if you see a 100-person Mr. Beast challenge, only like 20. There's like 5 people that are shown a lot, and then like 20 other people that are shown decently, fractionally shown. Probably not even giving them commentary.
That's what it is.
Okay, wait. This guy is a hater. He made a video where he's a hater. Somebody sent it to me.
Complete failure.
He might be trying to sneak his way in. I actually feel like he could be perfect. He also has absolutely no idea what we're doing in this video.
Victor, thank you for the 6.
I'm completely in the dark. The only thing I've been told is jump on a plane to the Bahamas.
Together, we're going to do whatever it takes to get an invite onto one of the
Johnny Depp, Secret Billionaire, World's Richest Man, Tyler Perry, Nicolas Cage, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, and David Copperfield.
Celebrity-owned private islands here in the Exumas, including an island so secret it doesn't even show up on a map. A full day of traveling, and we are finally in the heart of it all.
Cuba.
We're not, okay. We have one singular mission out here, and I'm not going to say anything because this guy doesn't know, and I don't want him to know until we're pulling up to an island tomorrow.
Bro, I'm scared. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
We are out here. Match cut to this exact situation in 12 hours. Next day. Let's get it. Let's get it. And so our mission began. We were on the open waters racing towards the first island owned by Nicolas Cage. Honestly, not surprising at all why this is the highest content.
Dude, I'm like shocked that I finally found out why Nicolas Cage just makes a bunch of random ass movies. When we watched that one Sunny V2 video, because Nicolas Cage used to be like a prized actor. And I think he's gaining that status back slowly. But there was like an era where he was in every video ever, because Nicolas Cage used to be like the guy in National Treasure. And then he made like a bunch of terrible financial decisions, was in a mass amount of debt, and so he just had to take up every movie offer that he ever got to pay it back. And so that's why there's like a 10-year span where Nicolas Cage went from doing like very high quality films where he was getting paid a lot and a really good actor to like a shitload of movies where they suck, the plot's terrible, it's low budget. He probably got paid like $600K, which is still a shitload, but I mean, it's like way less than he was probably getting paid previously just to do like a film with a bad script.
A private island.
I bet Nicolas Cage is poor as fuck. Well, he owns a private island, so I don't think he's poor.
So beautiful.
I don't think you could be poor owning a private island.
Just 2 Tylers. This is gonna be crazy.
Would not put it past you. Oh! What are you guys hiding? There's definitely something that you guys don't want to tell us, huh? Millions of dollars, treasure, gold. We are here to find out.
As we approached the first island, time had come to fill in Tyler on our plans, and more importantly, reveal the real reason why he's
Yo, imagine, like, the whole Epstein thing never happened, and then, like, Mr. Beast or Eric were making, like, one of these private island vlogs, and they pulled up to Jeffrey Epstein's island and, like, actually fucking discovered all of that.
Here.
Like, too nervous, man. I'm like, yeah.
I'll be very honest with you. I
legitimate sex trafficking. Like actual sex trafficking going on.
Brought you out here. You know, I know you made some critical videos of the channel. Right?
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of smiling and no talking.
Maybe.
I mean, it's public information. I want to bring you into this world. You can have a full critical analysis of this entire thing, and you can tell me how we can improve the videos firsthand. That's my idea.
That's good. I like it.
You like that?
Let's get it, babe.
Let's go.
That is Nicolas Cage's island, and our goal is to...
Dude, that shit looks terrible. Is there even a house on this island? That just looks like a piece of fucking land, dude. Why would you own that?
Is Nicolas Cage's island, and our goal is to get invited onto his island along with every other celebrity who owns an island here in the Bahamas. With Tyler locked in, it was time to go through our disguises. Island inspectors.
What are you inspecting?
The island. They really wanted to do a realtor, so we put on our suits, but I'm gonna keep trying different options. So this one specifically is for sale right now, I think for like 16 mil.
All right, quick question.
Is that a fucking plane strip? Is that a landing strip for an airplane? That looks sketchy as fuck.
Is for sale right now, I think for like 16 mil.
All right, quick question. Who's the realtor?
Yo, Fox, thank you for the fucking sub, dude. Said 1 year with my goat. Thank you for the sub, man. Jake for the sub.
I have a whole story.
Ooh, I already see some animals on the island.
Oh yeah, by the way, this place is infested with iguanas.
Do they bite
Look
you?
at all those in the trees.
He's trying to eat something. Maybe little Pakistan.
I love iguanas. I love iguanas. Whenever I see them sunbathing, I'm like, because they're just perched up on a rock because they have cold blood and they can't regulate their own body heat. So if they like don't sit in the sun, they die, and so they just have to go like for like 5 hours.
Boys.
Oh my gosh! We're bringing a bottle of celebratory champagne in case we buy the island. Go on.
Bro, stop.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
And up here we have a path straight to the mansion.
Why does Nicolas Cage only have iguanas on his island?
We're listing this thing right now for $16 million. You're gonna buy it from this guy named Nick. He's a cool dude.
16 million is no price to pay for my buddy Tyler over here.
I don't like to brag.
I think on the other side of this rushery.
Is there even anything on this island, or is it literally just a fucking island with like natural shit on it?
There's something weird going on.
I'm so scared.
There's like a house that makes sense.
Honestly, dude, respectfully, Nicolas Cage's island.
For the sub, 16 mil for this. Yeah, this is kind of pretty trash island.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's not even a house on this island.
Oh.
There's a fucking plane landing strip and that's it. There's a landing strip for a plane, no house, no boat, no dock. It's just a fucking island that costs $16 million.
No, that's a good
I knew that because I'm the realtor.
You didn't know anything.
Oh, you guys want to pop?
So ideally, some rich person buys this and then builds something on it.
Pop open this.
That would probably cost like fucking $6 million in itself. You could build one. Yeah, you know how expensive building a fucking house on an island is?
Bottle of champagne like we bought this place or what?
Yeah! They have to bring all the materials over.
Oh!
And the equipment.
Tyler's got a fat commission. Oh my gosh.
Yeah! All right, that's literally just island number 1. Let's keep going. Bro, I don't think you understand what we're about to go see. They're walking up to the pool. Let's go, let's go.
It's a private island.
Your path.
I'm a realtor. I'm a realtor and I deserve to be respected. Do you guys want meat and cheese?
Our next stop is a Grammy-winning power couples island that just hit the market. All right.
Yeah, Tim McGraw.
So this island is owned by Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Is that a female or a male?
Play 3 seconds of a Tim McGraw song real quick.
He's a boy?
He's like,
who's the guy that died that sang Red Solo Cup? 2V for the sub. I always forget his name. Somebody will immediately know. Toby Keith.
He's a guy.
This might be a good time.
Red Solo Cup.
To remind you guys that Doha is
I haven't heard that song in years.
obsessed with pools.
Bro, they have a swimming pool in there.
Here he is jumping into the weekend's pool. This is him at Drake's pool.
I'm going in, bro.
As we approached Tim and Faith's island, Bread Boy told us to disguise ourselves as high-end guests.
Yeah. Let them see this, man. They will see this. No, this is great.
What do you say?
You come to the door.
Yeah.
So you can see it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We have to get invited in, bro. We have to get invited in. Use the Bohemian charisma, bro. Yeah, I got this.
Do they literally just have security guards just all around the fucking area? They're probably not even on this island.
This is literally his worst nightmare. Just let me do the talking, right? Yeah. So I'm a captain. This is my group.
Is that Tim McGraw?
We're private investor friends, and we just were curious on if this might have been for rent or sale.
Nope, and you do not have permission to be
Oh,
here.
not Tim McGraw. Then who the fuck is this guy? He lives here, but he's not Tim McGraw?
Okay.
Please leave the island.
Yes, sir.
I'll walk you down.
This property manager was super cool, but he made it abundantly clear we were not getting an invite onto this.
Property manager, but gets to live on the island? I'll take that job. I just gotta sit on my ass and tell people to fuck off when they show up. Yeah, that's easy.
Well, we're not, a tourist event here where I just have people just walk around on my property.
Sorry about that.
All right, I kind of understand the lack of hospitality, no?
We didn't manage to secure the invite to Tim and Faith's island, which
Joe's Dream Bro, that would be lit. Just because, yo, really rich-ass motherfuckers have, like, 5 houses. They live at, like, none of them and just travel all the time. I'd house sit for you. Give me 100 racks. 100 racks, I'll just live in your house. Yo, I'll live in the fucking guest bedroom. I won't even live in the main house. Give me the guest bedroom on the side house, and I'll just chill there. 72, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, we've got to stop. Thank you for the 5 gifted.
totally makes sense because we are a group of strangers wearing suits in the middle of nowhere.
What are you talking about?
But that doesn't mean we're going to stop trying. Our next stop is David Copperfield's island, but on the way, something in the water caught our eye. So apparently there's a piano under here. There's the one video where the guy does the thing where he plays Mr. B's song underwater. Yeah.
Shout out Dallas, shout out Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I'll call out when there's a shark in there.
Shark!
Bro, no one is scared of everything.
Dude, you really fucked up in public if you do that to somebody. I already told y'all I did that when I was a kid. When I was in Florida once. I was like, shark! Shark! There wasn't a shark. A lot of people got mad at me.
All right, boys, we're headed to David Copperfield's island next. He turned his entire island into a resort that you could stay at for the cheap price of
$1 million a week. That's peanuts around here, man.
$1 million a week? $1 million a week. Yo, what is this guy spamming, though? WRC. Chat, what is WRC? And why is this guy spamming this shit? Fuck. Rally racing? What the fuck is this? What is that profile picture? Yeah, I feel like I might ban this guy. Oh, World Rally Championship. Yeah, literally rally racing.
Does that mean he has probably a swimming pool because it's a resort?
100% there's a swimming pool.
Jumping in there, bro.
We had no idea how we were going to get invited on the next Celebrity Island until the other Tyler came up with an...
Yo, I might skip this. I'm going to skip around because I want to see... I feel like I want to get to the meat of the video, but thus far it's been pretty mid.
Okay.
I just had a message from the island bit on there as well. You can be Red Boy. Red Boy! Please bring these people up. I'll just be calling you later. You don't know people from private island.
Do you think you could show us around, but like stay here?
We have guests on island.
I mean, we're like going to stay here.
No, definitely not. I'm not the kind of people for silence. And I'm now calling you the one who's further.
You're not the kind of people. I can tell you don't have enough money. I don't know why I just gave him an accent. I can tell you don't have enough money to stay here. You guys look like you smell, Paul. You look dirty. You look dirty, you know that? You look like you make less than $1 million a year. I can smell it on you. I can sense your aura. Your aura. You make less than 7 figures, don't you? Ugh. I bet you drive a hybrid car. Ugh. A Hyundai. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Disgusting.
He questioned you off the bat?
I bet you eat Kraft mac and cheese, don't you? Ugh. Not even Velveeta. Oh my god.
He didn't even question me. He told me exactly what I was doing. David Copperfield, what are you hiding out there? Our next island is called Bach Key. It's owned by the same...
Yo, $1 million a week to stay at a house? Question. Anybody that has that amount of money to stay at a home, why not just buy it? Why not just buy it? Why not just buy a fucking private island? If you got $1 million to just blow, why not just buy it? Because the fucking island itself is probably like 30 mil. You're gonna spend $1 million to stay there for a week? Like, if you got that money to spend, you definitely have like 100 mil plus. Like, nobody with less than $100 million is gonna spend $1 million to stay at a house for 1 week.
Billionaire family that owns Fry's Electronics. We had a bottle of champagne, but no plan on how to share it with them. Until other Tyler made his biggest move yet.
I'll do Uber Eats.
Okay.
My heart's beating.
There they go.
Man, wish I was lost. Definitely gonna find out what are they hiding.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. There's so many houses. I really want to find out who are the people that live here and what do they do. Oh, there's someone.
We got a delivery here. Who do we give this to?
Who that for?
It's Frank? You know Frank?
No, I don't know Frank.
Huh.
Frank used to be here.
Oh, really?
I got Frank's number if you want to talk to him.
What's your name? Thank you so much.
Good to meet you.
We're going deeper.
Oh my god, so there is basically like some...
Oh, they got lucky there. Hitting up Frank. Hitting up Frank. That's a base name. What would y'all have said? Who's the delivery for? What's like a rich person name? Dave. Mike. Mike's a good one. Whoever said Mike. John and Joe are too basic. Gustavo. Wow, that's a risky play. Hey, you're on the private island. Who's this for? Gustavo. Gustavo who? Gustavo Rock? Gustavo Rock from Big Time Rush? Cookie for the sub. They just immediately throw you off the island.
Houses, but there is nobody that lives in here. Oh, the fan is running. Bro, I'm sweating my pants. Bro, I hope there is no dog, honestly.
Bro, I don't get how you're not more scared of security.
Bro, security wouldn't do anything.
You said security would shoot us.
Oh, yeah.
We're going up the stairs right now.
Hello?
We have a delivery here. For you, I think?
It's a champagne.
Did you order anything?
Oh, chance. You said that Uber's paying you to do this?
Yeah, just like a little delivery.
Probably at the wrong island.
What?
Probably at the wrong island. Does Uber even deliver fucking shit on a boat? I would be like, dude, what do you mean Uber paid you to fucking deliver this? Uber Eats paid you to fucking deliver a bottle of champagne fucking 20 miles offshore?
Is it the Indigo Island?
Uber has a helicopter? How much is that? How much is the Uber heli? How much is the Uber helicopter? An average Uber copter ride costs between $200 and $225. An 8-minute Uber helicopter from Manhattan to JFK International Airport is cheaper than an Uber black car for a small select group of users in early November. What? That's like mad cheap to take a fucking helicopter ride.
Oh, it's not.
It goes a long ways from there.
Okay, well,
sorry about that. Appreciate you. Dude, your mic is falling off.
Wait, really?
Yeah, right now. Let's get out.
Are they running or walking? All right, jump on.
Dude, they have not gotten on one island yet.
Feels like a Tinder
Pigs?
profile picture I need.
It's not a bad way to end day one.
We need to get back to the house, play some Uno, and come up with a plan.
All right, it's day 2. Dun, 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 dun. Shoot a drone shot. Dun, 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 dun. We spent last night going back to the drawing board, plotting out in the Bahamas.
We're gonna keep skipping around until they get somewhere. All right, they're going to Tyler Perry's island.
Actually cracked. It's like an entire city out there.
That water looks foul. That actually looks fucking disgusting.
Dude, this island is actually cracked. It's like an entire city.
You know what's crazy is there's probably some crazy ass animals in there. Some scary ass shit lives in that fucking water.
Out there.
Oh my god, I gotta poop.
They're little dots right now. I can see them. They just pulled up. Oh, they're walking up. They're walking up. They're walking up.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone here?
Oh, come on, bro. I'm gonna go in my pants.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Oh, dude, I'm in so much pain right now.
Please get the invite, bro.
I don't see anyone in there, so I'm gonna like take a giant in the water when we get back.
They're just taking a casual stroll on Tyler Perry's island right now.
Hello? Is anyone here?
I definitely can't just walk in. There's a bunch of bungalows here.
The place is empty.
Yeah, there's no one here.
Oh, they're turning around. They're turning around.
We might be able to jump in that pool on the way out.
Oh my gosh, they're walking up to the pool.
Tyler, come on, jump in.
Oh, they're definitely gonna get in.
Dude, I would be like worried to be in this. Like they could hurt you if you're trespassing here. That's what I'm saying. Like if you go to a private island, say Iraq wasn't here and these two just showed up, you could kill them and bury them on your island and just blow up their boat. No one's ever finding you. No one's ever finding you. You're dead. You're dead. They buried you in the island, and you could just be like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Or go dump your body in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yes! Yes! Let's go!
There's a boat right there. Let's go. Yeah, I think we just got. There's people pulling up right now.
Surely no one's here.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh, they're coming
All right,
back.
they're coming back. They're coming back.
I'm still full of It's like scarily a ghost town and a boat pulled up.
I feel like we should go back and try to get the invite.
No way, bro.
Why?
We barely got out. You're gonna make us go in?
You weren't escaping anything.
I got nervous.
There was nothing to hide from. Tyler got scared off and wouldn't go back to Tyler Perry's island if you didn't know.
It didn't even look like anybody was there.
Hates doing stuff like this.
I'm literally like freaking out right now. I'm like freaking out.
Hey, let's get out of here before we get arrested. I'm not excited to film this video.
This place is awesome. Please invite us back.
They got on the fucking Tyler Perry island? Oh, they did. They just let him use the bathroom. All right, now they're going to the Arnault Island. Last one.
This would be one of the biggest. How could such a massive
AIDS
island
this
stay
up.
unknown for this long? And it was very clear to Doha that out of all the celebrity pools he's jumped in.
Jesus Christ, chat. I feel like we skipped the rest of this. There's just a lot of fluff. There's a lot of fluff and getting on the island to not actually get on the island. They didn't get on the island. Okay. Next video. And then we get into the fucking would you rathers. What it would be like to be, or what it was like to be rich in every time period. What's the best time period to be rich before we even get into this? Now? Definitely now. I mean, there's just the most shit. Most stuff, you know? You could buy the most stuff. You could do the most stuff. You can't get away with the most stuff. Rich people in the fucking 1200s were probably, you know, killing people and shit. And fucking doing whatever the hell they wanted. But, I mean, I would say if I could be rich, like uber rich, like top of the fucking 1%, now is the best time to be that. Before now, probably like the roaring 20s. Being really, really rich in the roaring 20s was probably pretty lit. Because they just had like fucking massive parties where everybody did like crazy shit. I mean, outside of that, like you're just rich in like a King's era. X Barbs, thank you for the 20 gifteds. Thank you for the 20 gifted subs, X Barbs. Thank you for the fucking 20 gifted sub in the chat for that goddamn shit. I can't fucking speak today. Thank you for the 20 gifteds, man. I appreciate that, X Barbs. I think I'm saying your name right. And thank you for the fucking 20 subs. Honest dub for that. Thank you. Love for the sub. Medieval times. Being rich in the medieval times would be pretty trash. No AC, shit food, lot of diseases, low lifespan, not really good medical advice. Probably not going to live that long. Bad hygiene. I don't know. It's just a lot of fucking no, you know? I don't know. Maybe being really rich in, like, Greek era, like BC, like, philosopher times where they walk around in, like, robes. That might be pretty chill, I guess. Outside of that, it's just, like, modern times.
What it was like to be rich throughout every era of history. The Stone Age. In the Stone Age, wealth...
The fuck are you being rich in the Stone Age? There's no money. Being rich in the Stone Age would just be like, you have a lot of food. You have a lot of food and water. And you can just fuck around. Lexi for the sub. And do cave paintings.
Wealth was measured in terms of resources and survival capability.
X-Barbs! Thank you for the 20 gifteds again. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 20 gifteds again. 40 gifted this stream. I appreciate the fucking subs. X-Barbs, you did not need to do that. Thank you for the 20 gifteds.
Abilities almost solely. To be considered rich, one would...
Oh, and Zine for the 3. My father passed away recently. I'm sorry to hear that. I wanted to say your videos and streams helped me so much. Thank you. No problem. And I'm sorry for your loss, man. I hope the mourning process goes well. SGT for the sub. And Barbs, thank you for the gifteds again. Collins and Frosty and Aid for the sub.
Would need an abundance of essential resources such as food, tools, and materials for shelter and clothing, which at the time primarily consisted of wood, animal pelts, organic materials such as large leaves, and essentially sticks and dirt. Possessing skills in hunting, gathering, and toolmaking would also be extremely valuable. On top of that, forming strong social bonds and alliances within one's tribe or community would enhance the access to resources and collective security. What this means is the more friends you had, the more people that you had to potentially help and protect.
Yo, you think, like, Stone Age people had, like, lifelong marriages? Obviously, like, marriage wasn't a thing. But do you think, like, 10,000 years ago, people were, like, just fucking around? Or do you think they stayed with one person? I feel like it depended on the specific early society that they lived in. Like, the hunter-gatherer group that they were a part of probably was what determined that. Because, like, what are humans naturally supposed to do? Like, bonobos sleep around, but chimpanzees, I believe, have partners. Gorillas have kings of the group. Orangutans, the same. So, I'm just looking at, like, apes that are similar to us. Are we, like, genetically wired to be with one person? Like, monogamy? Or polygamy? I gotta Google that. That's a Googleable question. Are humans naturally monogamous? Not many species are naturally monogamous. People might be more polygamous than you would think. Humans aren't sexually monogamous in the sense that many birds are. Geese form lifelong couples. Geese, penguins, a bunch of other birds. And virtually never mate with anybody except their partner that they originally meet. Modern humans should be described as a mix of monogamous and polygamous. Through evolutionary history, monogamy and polygamy have switched places as being the dominant human mating strategy. Yeah, so we're neither. It's whatever the fuck you want to be. Toe and Sergeant for the sub.
Protect you if things got wild, which back in the Stone Age, they did a lot. Accumulating and managing resources.
I think back in early human days, they were just fucking. I don't think there was like a, I love you. I think they just did it. Right, just primal brain just fucked and was like, all right, I'm not going to kill you. And then that was like the relationship they had. Did they like it though? I don't know. Bonobos fuck for pleasure, so I don't see why early humans wouldn't. But, I mean, they probably just always had kids afterwards. So you're saying they did grape? Well, I'm not saying that, but that definitely happened, yeah. When I'm saying they're just fucking around, I'm saying polygamy, meaning that they just did it with everybody in their tribe. But, yeah, no, rape definitely happened in early Stone Age societies. Yeah.
Sources like animal hides for clothes, flint for tools, and a steady food supply through effective hunting and foraging.
Incest? Yeah, that as well. But incest, I think incest weaved out early on. Right, I think people recognize that it wasn't smart to have sex with your siblings probably early on to human civilization. I'm not saying early on to the human species, but early into like, hey, you know, we're kind of starting to like farm shit. Maybe you shouldn't have sex with your cousins. Like that probably was, you know, not too far along. Maybe not. There were kings that were fucking their sisters and shit. Dude, you know, what was that one family that was like the son was like a brother, the parents were like brother and sisters, and their parents were like brother and sisters. Yeah, the Hadberg family or the Habsburg family or whatever. And he died when he was like 10, and he had like a limp and like one leg and like a bunch of health problems. Cam for the sub. That's why incest is genetically recognized as bad. Because if you have sex with your siblings, they're more likely to have the problems. Right? Like if you both have a submissive gene and then you have a kid together, your kid's going to have that submissive gene.
Were a key to thriving in this era, and was truly the key of becoming and staying rich or wealthy, which, if it isn't already obvious, just means to be alive. Your survival was your wealth, as that was all there.
Submissive gene, yeah, dominant, submissive, right? Am I thinking of this correctly? Recessive. My apologies. Submissive. My apologies. Recessive and submissive. Same thing. My bad.
Was to look forward to. If you could survive
close enough
another day and you had the resources to make it through
the way I didn't even question it because it makes sense. Am I wrong? If I go the dominant and submissive gene, it's the one that gets overpowered. It's the same. They have the same meaning. Recessive and submissive have the same meaning. If I'm talking about genetics, you know what I'm saying. Alex for the 3. I'm fried right now. Dying submissive genes is the funniest thing I've ever heard. LCR for the 5. Look at Walter White's 200,000 message. You might want to ban him. You spelled their user wrong and I can't find them. Their user doesn't exist. There is no Walter in my stream that I can find. My mods can find who they're talking about. No idea who you're talking about. LLCR. You have to type out their actual user. Oh, here it is. They're already banned. Yeah, they said the N-word. Shocker. What's up for the sub? Oh. Lock in.
Day successfully, you were well off. It goes without saying that there wasn't necessarily coinage in the Stone Age, at least not in the early Stone Age, and as far as the absolute origin of money, that is still something that is not fully known or understood. But during the Stone Age, possessing skills and having access to practical...
The origin of money, though, just makes sense, right? Because trying to trade things where I'm like, hey, I have 100 wheat and you have one piece of fucking bread, what is the transfer value of that? Where if I'm like, you have cloth and I have bread, what's the value of that in between? Then it's haggling and trading, right? So it's much easier to just have a coin and a preset value for each thing that is in coordinates with that coin. That can also change. Cryptic for the 5. Sorry, this is random, but what mic arm do you use? I have a Shure SM7B and yours seem nice. I don't know, actually. I think I just got it on Amazon.
Life-enabling resources was the pinnacle of wealth. During the Stone Age, if you had a cozy cave that you could call your own, you had a few pelts to wrap around your naked, hairy, stinky body, you had basic flint and obsidian tools to catch little critters, and you had a good group of friends that you could eat rocks with, you were set. But not just set, you were also wealthy. Just picture it now. Not a phone in sight. Just you, all of your best boys wearing small loincloths, hitting each other over the head.
Yeah, going... And then that was it. Jerry said skip the boring video. You've been following for a minute. I'm banning him. Get him the fuck out of my chat.
Head with big wooden clubs. Just being in the moment. Sounds pretty good to me. The Bronze Age. No, not LeBron's age. The Bronze Age. Not... confused with LeBron James, I'm talking about the Bronze Age. The Bronze Age took place between 1330 BC and 1200 BC and signified a large leap in civilization for a few reasons, most notably the production of bronze. This era, while short compared to the Stone Age, which literally lasted millions of years, had significant technological advancements, which propelled society massively. If you're unfamiliar, all bronze is melted down tin with a larger amount of melted down copper. This alloy—
And how they figure that shit out, bitch? I don't get it. I don't know. What made them go? Give me that shit. You see this fire here? Let it cook. All right, let me pour it out. All right, now it hardens, right? You see that shit? That's stronger than the shit we had before. That shit's stronger than base melt. And now I got it. Now I got two metals in it, right? There's an alloy or whatever the fuck they call it, right? Same thing with steel. And they just started mixing shit, and they're like, that shit's stronger than the shit we had previously.
Was easy to produce and readily available, and the production of this alloy and subsequently the tools made from it allowed for rapid development in both agriculture and warfare. With that being said, what did it look like to be rich, and how was wealth measured during the Bronze Age? During this time, wealth began to be associated with the control and production of bronze. Being rich meant that you had access to these metal ores and the knowledge of crafting weapons, tools, and other ornaments. Trade became more prominent, so establishing strong trade networks and engaging in commerce—
Somebody said time travelers told them that shit. I fucking hate when people bring up that stupid shit. A time traveler told them. Well, then how the fuck did the time traveler figure that shit out in the fucking first place? How did the fucking time traveler's lineage figure that shit out? If you're gonna tell me a time traveler told that time traveler's ancestors, then we're stuck in an infinite fucking loop, you idiot.
Was also a massive way to improve your wealth. These were some of the earliest economies ever. Additionally, owning agricultural land and livestock, which were crucial for food and trade, would signify wealth. Similar to the Stone Age, both of these are directly tied with life. Now, for almost the first time, social status was also playing a role with your wealth, with leaders often amassing wealth through tribe control over resources. So what exactly did it look like to be rich? Well, during the Bronze Age, we saw some of the earliest civilizations. So with that, we would see villages and larger communities living in one place. With that being said, if you—
Yo, imagine living in an IRL Minecraft village, though. Damn, back in the Bronze Age, they just had like 2 cows and like 3 houses and like a mage that did like healing.
you were wealthy, you obviously had a nicer place or a larger place or potentially in a prime piece.
And you'd go to the blacksmith. Can you make me a blade? And he'd say, yeah, watch this. And he'd fucking make bronze. And then he'd fucking make a sword out of that, bitch. You go, here you go.
Of the community, closer to the water or the farm. Besides that, we also saw irrigation agriculture, which basically means bringing the water to your crops. So if you were wealthy at this time, your farm that you had control or access to had an irrigation system built into it for convenience. And similar to the Bronze Age, if you had a good, strong network of people that you could trade with and access to tools and knowledge on how to build tools, you were pretty well off. Just imagine you and all your friends wearing slightly more animal pelts in a bigger group of people with a nice farm and a slightly bigger mud hut made with actual wood and nicer materials. You guys are all sitting around the forge making...
And this is the start of specialized work, and I love talking about that because I think it's the biggest thing in the fucking world. Once you have an economy and you can fucking trade and have money, then there's no need to learn how to fucking do everything. So when something fucking breaks in your house and somebody goes, you need to know how to fix that. Buddy, I ain't no damn plumber. Buddy, I ain't no damn plumber. Why the fuck you think we got one of those? I remember when I was in high school, my grandpa made me fucking fix a toilet. And the whole time I was sitting there going, what the fuck am I doing? I said, why am I learning how to fix this shit? If my toilet starts leaking when I'm older, I'm gonna just pay a motherfucker to fix that bitch. And I remember I respectfully said that, and he was like, well, you need to know how to do it. And no, I don't. No, I don't. Right? You make money, you pay somebody the money that you made to fucking fix the shit. Because why the fuck do I need to learn how to do everything? To save money? Yeah, to save money, but then you're wasting time. And time is money. if I spend 5 hours fixing a toilet because I don't know how to fix toilets, when I could just pay somebody to do it and then go work, then I'm going to make more money than the money I need to pay the guy to fix my fucking toilet.
Bronze swords and whatnot. Seems like a cool time. In ancient Sumeria, during the Bronze Age, one of the earliest known currencies was actually grain. Grain was
Plus,
used...
you might mess it up more. Yeah. I think for some things, yeah, learn how to do it yourself. Obviously, small problems, it's not like, okay, you need to fucking call a guy. Like, if you know how to, like, change the oil in your car, you don't need to fucking pay somebody to do that. But, say my fucking... If I'm driving my car, and my shit starts smoking, the last thing I'm doing is going, let's take a look under the hood. Let's take a look under the hood. Like, I know what the fuck's going on in that fucking car. Like I understand. So I see this thing here is on fire. That's not good. Well, that means I need to change. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So get the fuck out of here. Pop the hood. Pop the hood. It's always some old head, dude. Oh, why don't you pop the hood? Let's see what's going on under. Well, you can see your thingamabobber here is low. You're going to need to pour some blue oil in that. What the fuck are you talking about, buddy? Nope. Nope. I'm going to call a guy. King for the sub. I know a guy. Beep, beep. Lester.
Used as a popular method of trade. Besides grain, there has been some mysterious clay tokens that have been suspected to be used as a means of trade. And then, as the Bronze Age...
Typical Gen Z. Yeah, typical Gen Z. Not getting down to get the work they need to get done. Bunch of pussy-ass liberals thinking they can fucking pay somebody to do their shit. I don't know how a fucking engine works, pal. Yeah, I'm gonna pay somebody to fucking fix that shit. The fuck? What do you mean typical Gen Z? Specialized work. We live in a society for a reason. So I learn how to do one thing really good, and then you fucking get paid for that, and everything you don't know how to do, you pay for it. That's how we evolved. If we never did that, and we always said, okay, I need to learn how to do everything, we would be living in fucking mud huts. I would be living in a cave, still fucking carving shit. Because I'd need to know how to fucking do everything. I don't need to know how to do everything. God damn, dude. Oh, what a liberal ass take. Whoa, what a liberal ass take.
Continues, silver becomes a very
Shadow, thank you for the raid.
Popular means of currency, and then later after that, gold as well. So without getting too far into the weeds, during the Bronze Era,
I wish we had the gold standard, dude. Fuck. I'm not saying that, I don't wish we had paper money or anything, and, yeah, I wish our money was based off gold, but imagine if we still traded gold coins for everything. How sick that would be. If there wasn't money, it was just how much gold you have. But then people could steal your gold. People would steal money. So, it's just saying, that would be sick, dude. If I had a bunch of doubloons, and I went to the local market, and I went, bing, and I flicked a coin into the merchant's hand, and just took a handful of fucking seeds, or whatever I wanted, and I just went on my merry day. I have a silver coin, I grab an apple, bing, I flick it right into his jar, and then I just bite the apple.
If you had a lot of social status, access to both land, agriculture, and animals, if you had a prime plot of real estate, and you had a steady supply of bronze, and you knew how to make good tools, you were really well off. And then on top of that, if you had a large supply of silver and gold, then you were rich. The Iron Age. The Iron Age is a bit of an interesting era, because at this point, you might think that it was simply caused of pure evolution and innovation, and up until this point, everything's just been linear progress, but that's actually not the case. And during the Bronze Age, Age, at least near the very end of the Bronze Age, there was multiple significant factors happening that caused a huge decline in production, literacy, trade routes, wealth, and overall progress for humans as a whole. And the very end of the Bronze Era and the beginning of the Iron Age was actually considered more or less of a dark time in humanity. The Bronze Age was more or less of a 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of deal. And with the beginning of the Iron Age, we see almost more or less of a redo of the Bronze Age, but obviously with a new metal. We have iron, a much more valuable and a much stronger material. Following the same trend, however, the Iron Age was shorter than the Bronze Age simply because technological advancements took place quicker and humans were able to evolve more rapidly, even after the setbacks. With that being said, being wealthy in the Iron Age wasn't much different than being wealthy in the Bronze Age, as a lot of the same customs and traditions existed and the same means of production and wealth accumulation were in play. In the Iron Age, wealth was closely tied to the possession.
Isn't gold really hard to get? Yeah, that's why it's valuable. There's not a lot of it. That's why it's not even that it's hard to, I mean, it's hard to get because there's not a lot of it, right? So gold is used as kind of a genuine currency just because it's not something that you could just find a shitload of and then fuck up the economy, right? It's something that it's like, okay, we know there's not a lot of it. You might find more, but you're not gonna find enough to tip over the value of the gold. And there's always going to be less of it available to an average individual because there's more and more people. So it just always goes up in value. No for the sub. That's why people that are like scared of the economy always buy gold. Because you can never go wrong with buying gold. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. But gold's actually more valuable. In actuality, gold is more valuable than diamonds. Diamonds are worth more than gold. But that is because of a falsified release of the diamonds. So they pump the market and decrease the supply to keep the demand high and the prices high, right? So the people that own diamonds basically have the monopoly on the diamonds, and therefore they release the amount that they want to release when they have vaults full of them to where they could be worth way less. But instead of doing that, they only release, however many they want to. And then they keep the price extremely low. But now you can also make diamonds. Like, you can make not natural diamonds. How did the first guy find out you could drink milk from other mammals? Hashtag what the weird.
And production of iron, similar to bronze.
I don't know. There's probably a dude that was just really thirsty and just fucking milked a cow.
In the Bronze Age, mastery of ironworking techniques to create durable tools and weapons provided a significant advantage to anyone looking to become truly wealthy. Rich individuals or communities would control iron deposits and forges, facilitating trade with military strength, either from their own community or even other communities. Agricultural advancements continued to be important, so owning...
Joe, you should ban blank. Yo, dude, the amount of people adding me saying I should ban specific chatters. Can my mods monitor my chat today? I don't know if it's just like I have an extra shitty chat today or what. But, like, I keep getting told I need to ban these people. He just said, "Rawr, I eat pizza." Why would I ban him? I'm timing you out for saying I should ban him because that was a useless chat. And you're a spammer.
Controlling
for the 1,000 biddies. Got to go back to work. I'll catch the VOD later. Word.
Fertile land and livestock remain to be a very prominent sign of wealth. Power and influence were also consolidated through warfare and alliances, with wealthy individuals holding positions of authority and accumulating wealth through tribute and trade. The Iron Age still yet didn't have coinage, and a lot of wealth was held in gold nuggets, gold sheets, gold ornaments, gold jewelry, fertile land, livestock.
Damn, so they were just guessing the value of products, bro. They were trading cows and shit for stuff.
Access to iron production and access to military power and influence. The medieval era, aka the Dark Ages or the Middle Ages. This era took place immediately after the fall of the Roman Empire, beginning in 476 AD and lasted for roughly 1,000 years until 1400 AD. During this time, wealth had become a lot more multifaceted and also more centralized on your connection with the powers that be. Besides the king and other royalty, the richest members of society in medieval times were the nobility and merchants. The richest of merchants were those who engaged in long-distance trade, specifically of luxury goods such as spices, silk, and precious metals, all of which were extreme signs of wealth. And although the levels of wealth...
Bro, selling spices. Imagine being rich off selling spices. Spices are worth fucking jack shit now. You sell a bunch of chili flakes. That shit you find at a fucking pizza shop. You got... How? Oh my God, you have a massive house. How did you get that? I sold paprika. I sold chili powder. I sold chili powder. It's worth as much as gold.
Between nobles varied quite significantly. The richest of nobles were those that controlled the most amount of land and had the closest connections to the monarch. Regardless of noble or merchant, at the top of each of these levels, life was pretty similar. These individuals would have their own dedicated castles, fully staffed with servants. They would have large estates and farms that would be...
Yo, imagine actually having a jester, though. Like, there were people that actually existed that had a jester. Like, one of our ancestors... There's 4,600 people in chat right now. One of our ancestors was a jester and probably was a really bad jester and got killed. Or got, like, beheaded or something. Like, one of our ancestors statistically died to the guillotine. How many people were killed by the guillotine? In just France alone, 17,000 people died to the guillotine. But you got to keep in mind that, like, out of all of our ancestors going up and up, somebody one of us was related to probably died to the guillotine. That's nuts. I always think about that shit. Like, what was the most brutal way? Like, one of our ancestors was probably eaten by, like, a lion. Or some shit. Like, one of your ancestors was probably, like, mauled to death by a bear. Just like they had kids, right? So that's why you exist, is because they had kids, and then on a hunt one day, just got fucking mashed to death by, like, a black bear and just fucking eaten. And then now you still exist. Crumble for the sub, VWee for the 10. I don't chat, but I always want to say you come for me and help with my anxiety. Well, thank you. And I'm glad I'm able to help. And thank you for the 10.
Maintained by peasants and serfs.
You're a jester? I basically am. I'm a modern day jester. I get made fun of and make jokes for people's entertainment.
They would have luxury goods such as expensive dyes, luxurious silk clothing, expensive gold jewelry, and
What's a jester? Like the king's entertainment. I think. What's a jester? A professional joker or fool at a medieval court. They wear a cap and belts and carry a mock scepter. Did jesters actually exist? Yeah. A court jester was a fool or a joker and made a member of household or a nobleman of monarch, employed to entertain guests during a royal court. They were like a comedian.
Access to an almost
They might have also done tricks. They might have been like a magician as well. A jack of all trades, if you will.
Limited supply.
a man of many talents was a joker.
Of food and entertainment of many varieties, if you catch my drift. On top of this, the richest in society also had access to great education, something that was still a large rarity for a majority of the population. This includes reading, writing, literature, and access to other scholarly texts. Now, with this being said, if you were rich in this time period, you had an amazing opportunity to live a life of leisure and luxury. But although that wasn't the case for many people, and the wealth gap during the Middle Ages was severe. Now, with that being said, it wasn't all fine and dandy for the rich of this time, because no matter what your financial status was during this time, you were still susceptible to disease, famine, and war. Just picture.
The wealth gap was crazy because there was, like, people that were, like, genuinely, like, dirt poor, and then the extremely rich with a lot of power. But, I mean, the power is what made them rich. The wealth gap now could, I feel like, arguably be more. Because the capacity for, like, Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or people like that to do things is so much higher than somebody that's, like, in poverty today. But the poverty back then was so much worse. And then the noblemen just had it good, you know?
You're hanging.
And they could just kill people.
Hanging out with all your boys. You're in your castle with torches everywhere.
The richest person to ever live was 4 times richer than Elon. Yeah, but the wealth gap, yeah, you're talking about the guy in Africa that had like billions of dollars in gold. What is his name? Oh my God. I feel like it starts with an M. Mansa Musa, yeah. Mansa Musa was the richest guy that ever lived. But the wealth gap, it's like what he could achieve with his wealth was less than what rich people today can. Lukey for the 3 says, how are you, baby? Stop. Aiden for the 3. It's my 19th birthday. Happy birthday. Thanks for making my day anytime I join stream. Thank you.
Your servant just brought you
Happy
a
birthday,
big
bro.
leg of lamb, and you all are drinking out of gem-encrusted solid gold goblets. You all cheers and spill wine on your expensive silk shirts, but you don't even care because you're so rich. You have a guy in a silly hat come do a dance for you, and then you go to bed and do it all again the next day. Seems pretty cool to me. But let's move on. The early modern era. Bros, we are getting extremely close to the modern era.
I gotta piss. I wanted to finish the rest of this video before I went to take a piss, but I gotta fucking piss. Count me down 30 seconds. Oh. All right, wait, no, now we gotta get to that part of the song. Fire ass music. Silly for the 3. Favorite show I've watched your TikTok since 2020. Thanks for all the content. Keep it going. Thank you.
But we're not quite there yet. We are currently in the early modern era, which takes place roughly from 1500 AD to 1800 AD. And this era of time is likely one of the most influential eras when it comes to the structure of the world that we live in today. Let me explain. In the early modern era, wealth was driven by exploration, trade, and colonization. Nations and individuals who invested in voyages reaped enormous profits from new trade routes and new resources. Merchants and bankers accumulated wealth through the large global trade of goods like spices, textiles, and precious metals. The rise of capitalism and establishment of joint stock companies allowed for the pooling of resources and the sharing of risks and rewards. Owning land and engaging in agriculture still continued to be important, but the growing influence of commerce, finance, and manufacturing marked a significant shift on how wealth was perceived and earned in the early modern day. Up until this point, all it really took to be rich was having a cow, having a little bit of dirt to your name, and maybe a few shekels. Well, not even shekels, literally just bits of silver and having the right friends. But as we got into the early modern era, a lot of things seemed to change. We saw early globalization, early capitalism, early colonization, and the basis for the society that we all live in today. This was a pretty influential and pretty important 300-year run, in my opinion. And with that being said, what did it look like to be rich in the early modern era?
Does AD stand for after decades? AD stands for Anno Domini. BC is before Christ, AD is Anno Domini, and then BCE is before Common Era, and CE is Common Era. If you're talking religiously, it's after death. I thought it was Anno Domini. Anno Domini is AD. I actually just ratioed the fuck out of you. Just actually... The term Anno Domini and before Christ are used when designating years in Julian and Gregorian calendars. The term Anno Domini is medieval Latin and means in the year of the Lord. but is often presented using our Lord instead of the Lord, taken from the full original phrase Anno Domini Nostri Jesu Christi, which translates into in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ. It's Anno Domini. It's not after death. I mean, it means the same fucking thing, but... Avery for the sub. Kid for the 3. On a stream, Chep, I watched 4 of your horror game VODs in one night and didn't sleep. Wow. 4?
Era. Well, honestly,
it's like 12 hours.
A lot more of the same. Bigger houses, more loot.
CE and BCE are used more? Yeah, because of just the lack of the whole world obviously believing in Jesus Christ. So people just use before Common Era, Common Era. But our calendar is based off of the Christian religion, right? How we form our years is based, like, the reason it's 2024 is because of Jesus.
More money, more connections, more food.
At least for us, unless you're talking about, like, the Chinese New Year or other countries that don't formulate their year based off ours.
Food, more entertainment.
But most of the world, it is 2024.
Bigger boats, more security. The biggest difference was the means of accumulating these resources. And if you were the type of person to be going on these conquests or voyages, then your life was extremely hectic, spending months or even years at sea to potentially come home empty-handed or never even come home at all.
Yeah,
people were just playing
dead,
Assassin's Creed Black Flag in real life. With that being said, everything was just sunshine and rainbows, right? Definitely not. Like, at all. But we're talking about being rich, so yeah, being rich was pretty awesome almost all the time. And in the early modern era, we saw for almost the first time how being wealthy started to shift. The modern era. And just like that, in the last 11.5 minutes, we went from millions of years ago in the Stone Age to the modern day. Now, the modern era is kind of blended into the early modern era, so there's no exact start date, but for the sake of this video, we'll consider it from 1800 until present day. In the modern era, wealth has been increasingly associated with industrialization, innovation, and finance. The Industrial Revolution transformed economies, creating vast fortunes for those who owned factories, mines, and railways. In the contemporary world, wealth is often derived from investments in technology, real estate, and financial markets. Entrepreneurs and business owners who innovate and scale their business can achieve substantial wealth. Education and knowledge has become a critical asset, and advanced degrees and specialized skills open doors to lucrative careers. Globalization.
Yeah, but most of the mega rich people aren't people that got like a college degree for the field that they're in. Like, the people that are really rich are business owners, and business owners, yeah, a lot of the time they do have degrees, but they're not people that are like fucking surgeons. Like, I mean, like, there's millionaires that are doctors, and there's millionaires that are fucking construction workers, and there's millionaires that do all this other shit, architects, right? But they're not like the 1%ers. The 1%ers are people that may have college degrees, but the college degrees likely aren't the reason that they're rich.
And digital technologies such as the internet have further,
in my opinion,
expanded opportunities for wealth creation across diverse sectors and regions. I would say that the world we live in today is pretty great, and we enjoy a lot of modern luxuries, and we have so many amazing opportunities right at our fingertips. Never before has the world been so decentralized, meaning that anybody has the opportunity to do great things. Whereas in the past, if you were a...
Somebody said the guy with the art degree that works at a Walmart. Dude, I don't like when people shit on art degrees like that. In part because I have one. But having a Bachelor of Arts, right? Like, I have a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy and Religion. That's the degree that I just got a month ago, right? But the whole point, like, people are like, oh, Bachelor of Arts degree is fucking useless. Every arts degree is what you find entertaining. Everything you like about most of life comes from people with arts degrees, right? I'm not saying arts like painting art, but arts meaning the arts, right? Cinema, right? Like, is the biggest one. Anything you're watching comes from somebody with a fucking arts degree. If you're watching movies, right? Like, so if you're gonna shit on arts degrees, yeah, have fun throwing rocks at a wall on your fucking skyscraper, because you're gonna do fucking nothing with it. What about video games? I mean, that depends on whether or not a video game developer got a degree in something in a field of the arts, or whether or not they were self-made or something like that. But most entertainment-based things are arts degrees, right? Hayes and Chicas for the sub, Kate for the sub. Now, I will agree that a lot of arts degrees are fucking pointless. I'm also going to say this video is not what it was like to be rich. This video is who was rich, because he has gone very rarely into the lifestyle that these people lived. He has just said who was rich, right? Nuke for the 3. First time donating, but do you have any advice on overthinking? I overthink literally every situation's ruining some of my relationships. I mean, dude, go to therapy. Frog for the 3. At the end of the day, I could give you things to do. Like, I could say, if you're overthinking, you just kind of have to take a step back and remind yourself that things may not be as complicated as they seem in your life, and that not everybody is out, obviously, to do wrong, if that's what you're thinking, right? Most, as that one nerd said in the YouTube video, most people's malice can be attributed to incompetence. When somebody does something wrong, the majority of the time, they don't mean to do wrong, right? They're dumb or ignorant, or they didn't know, or they did know and they didn't fully grasp why something was wrong. That's why I'm fairly lenient when I talk about people in the judicial system, right? I'm not talking about murderers or rapists, but the majority of people that do wrong don't actually grasp the wrong that they're doing. Now, on your level of overthinking relationships, if you're overthinking like a conversation somebody had or something like that, most people are so overwhelmed and absorbed with their own life that they're not micro-analyzing every piece of information that has ever been said and encountered with the two of you. Most people aren't interacting with one another and just leaving that situation and going, oh, that guy was a fucking weirdo, right? They're probably leaving that situation and going, oh, I feel like I shouldn't have said that. That was just odd. I don't know. It was embarrassing. It was weird. Like, you're focusing on yourself more, right? So when you overthink things, most of the time, most people aren't even really thinking about the shit that you're overthinking, right? Dr. Death and Hayes for the sub. Frog for the 3. You look like Isaiah Hartenson and Joe Burrow combined. Avery for the sub. I get Joe Burrow a lot.
Serf or a peasant working on a noble's farm, you had almost zero chance of being anything more than that. With that being said, in the modern day, especially as in present day, the amount of opportunities of getting wealthy thanks to the internet is almost limitless. But even at the beginning of the modern era, near the Industrial Revolution, opportunities were starting to present themselves everywhere. And obviously we got off to a rough start with extreme amounts of child labor, including chimney sweeps, factory workers, and a lot of horrible stuff that definitely isn't great, but got a lot of people rich. With that being said, what does it look like to be rich in the modern day? Well, fortunately, I don't think I have to paint too much of a crazy picture for you guys. And honestly, I think in the modern day, wealth is really what you make of it. Because of the vast amount of opportunities, it can be whatever you want it to be. If you have enough money to sustain yourself, then your wealth could look like living in a van that you own and have enough money coming in on a monthly basis to maintain your lifestyle. Or it could look like the biggest mansion full of the craziest watches and cars and gold doubloons. Now, for a generalization, the rich of today typically enjoy compound.
I think the ideal rich is just being able to support yourself with no financial stresses. And, like, that's wealth. Like, having wealth is having no financial stress. Not necessarily being uber rich and being able to buy anything you want. That's like rich. Wealth is just like, hey, you know, if my car breaks down or I break my leg or need a surgery, I'm not worried that I'm going to be, you know, in fucking financial struggle, right? That's wealth. Like, Joe got that wealth. I mean, I would say I have wealth. Yeah, I would say, but I would not say I'm rich. Right, I would say I'm wealth in the sense that, like, if I crash my car, I'm going to be pressed about it, but I'll have money to fix it, you know? But, no. Wealthy and rich is completely different. But then there's also wealth, right? And wealth is, like, above rich. Like, rich is somebody with, like, $10 million. Wealth is, like, fucking, Warren Buffett. Or somebody like that. Like somebody that has billions of dollars. It's John for the 3. Been watching for a while. Didn't feel like a real chatter until I donate something to you. Well, thank you. You don't need to donate, though. You're rich, Joe. If you want to say I'm rich, I'm rich. I don't give a fuck. You know, I wouldn't proclaim myself as rich. I would say I make a good amount of money. But, you know, it's just, I'm not going to sit here and cap like other streamers and be like, oh, I don't make anything. No, I make money. You know, I make money. But I don't brag about it. I don't talk about it because there's no need to talk about it, but, you know.
Compounding interest with your investments, a good portfolio of real estate, freedom of time by having tasks delegated through their employees, and freedom of location and time, meaning that they can work where they want, when they want. That is, if they want to.
You should talk about it. That's douchebag shit. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what you make is what you make. Yeah, obviously, I would rather make more than less, but if I make more money than somebody, that doesn't make me better than them. It's not, or conversely, right? If somebody makes more money than me, that doesn't make them better than me. It's your people, right? At the end of the day, that's what fucking matters, right? What the impression you make on somebody in their own mind, right? Not what other people say of you, not what other people think of you. Your interaction with an individual is who you are, right? Like, if somebody's like, hey, this guy's fucking annoying, he's a douchebag, I might have that in the back of my mind, but I'm not going to make a real impression on somebody until I genuinely meet them and talk to them, because that's who somebody is, right? Not how much money they make, or what house they have, or what car they have, or what somebody said about them, or some other bullshit, you know?
Now, one thing I will say, bros, is that I just tried to sum up millions of years of history in under 15 minutes, so if something doesn't sound fully right, just remember, trust me, bro. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I felt like it's been too long since I made a history-based video. So let me know what you guys thought, and...
That was a W vid. All right. Chat, now we are on to the fucking segment of today's fucking stream. All right. Hold up. Should we have vibe music on for this? I feel like I might put vibe music on, but not for the VOD. Like, I'll keep it on for just the stream. Yeah. Okay, hold up. I need to input the... We have a whole website for this. Brady made me a website. Shout out Brady for this. W. Brady. Okay. All right, here we go. Now, let me actually turn on the vibe music first. 5 damn for the thread. What to say, ever since I found you made my day. Never failed to make me laugh. Thank you. All right. Hold up. I'm trying to find lo-fi music that's not copyrighted here. All right, there we go. Anyways, we're doing a Would You Rather today. Now, Brady actually made me a website for this, so you guys can vote for what you want, and we can see what I'll vote and what you guys vote, all obviously. And we'll see what chat leans towards and what I lean towards. Based on whether or not you type 1 or 2, that is what you guys vote for. And then whatever I vote for, I'll obviously click. Now, you guys submitted these Would You Rathers through my Discord. We had like 1,000 submissions. I think we're going to be reviewing like the best 50 or 60 or something. I think Floating compiled, I think 50 to 60 of them. W Floating as well. Floating and Brady, thank you guys for helping me with this. But we're going to be going through these. Some of them I'm probably going to yap about for a while. Some of them are probably going to be easy fucking choices. But yeah, I'm also going to move my chat so you guys can see the question better. So we're going to go chat up here. Just so that makes it easier. For the sake of the fucking video. What's the website? I think it is a private website that he has given me. But you guys can vote. Obviously, you're voting. If you type it more than once, it doesn't change it. Your vote only works once per question. So don't spam, please. It's not gonna up the vote. You could obviously see that there's 4,000 people in stream. If you type, your vote will go up. And you might be able to change it. I don't know. It looks like you might be able to change your vote. But if you spam, it's not going to do anything. Anyways. First Would You Rather question. Would you rather have to always speak in riddles or have to communicate through interpretive dance? Communicate means any form of communication, so not even verbal. Like, not even just my verbal communication is now interpretive dance, but any communication. Like, if I want to wave at somebody, I have to interpretively dance that I'm saying hello to them. I would rather speak in riddles because having to communicate through interpretive dance seems like hell. Would you rather be able to communicate with all forms of life, from the smallest microbe to the largest mammal, but lose the ability to communicate with humans? Or would I rather be able to understand every human language perfectly, but lose the ability to connect emotionally with others? So I can talk to everything that lives, but I can't talk to humans. Or I can talk to humans perfectly, but I lose the ability. I can talk to any human, but I lose the ability to connect emotionally with others. Both of these suck. Because in both scenarios, you're losing something with human connection. In the left scenario, the blue, I'm unable to talk to humans in any way, shape, or form. And in the right scenario, I can talk to every human, but I can't emotionally connect with any human. That really sucks. This is a really hard one. Buster for the sub. I would still want to be able to communicate with humans, but what's the point of communicating with humans if I lose the capability to connect emotionally with anyone? Emotionally on any level, like even friendship. Like I'm like an NPC, or I view every human as a computer. I'm not mad. I'm indifferent about every human that ever exists. I feel like the left one would be better. I'd rather just not be able to speak to humans at all because this would just be depressing. At least I would be able to talk to animals here and have some sort of, like, you know, happiness, I guess. Would I rather pee out a golf ball or poop out a bowling ball? Wow. Okay, well, in this scenario, I'm assuming that I'm not going to die from this and that it's just going to be extremely painful. I feel like peeing out a golf ball proportionally is worse. While peeing out a golf ball is much smaller than a bowling ball, I think the multiplied circumference of how much it would hurt to pee out a golf ball than a bowling ball. Like, peeing, you're peeing like a very small strain. Now, trying to shove a golf ball out of that would be hell. Because peeing out a kidney stone the size of, like, a fucking pebble is horrible, let alone a golf ball. Whereas shitting out a bowling ball would be really bad, but I don't think it would be... Hello? Hello? No way I get raided right when that happens. No way I get raided right when that happens. No way I get raided right when that happens. Refresh. Spam refresh. No way I get fucking raided. No way I get fucking raided right when that happens. You're kidding me, dude. What the fuck, bro? Oh my god. Is my stream up? I'm checking. Is my stream up? Hello? Okay. Yo, Jake Weber for the fucking raid, dude. Dub in the chat. I'm sorry my stream crashed there for a second. I don't know what the fuck happened. It was like right when the raid went in. Mods, shout out Jake Weber. Jake Weber. Thank you for the fucking raid, bro. I appreciate that. If you don't know me, I'm Joe Bart, Twitch streamer, YouTuber. I also do TikTok. Probably going to be retiring from that soon. But we're doing a fucking viewer would you rather right now. One of my editors made a website and my mod filtered all the fucking questions. We got a bunch of viewer submitted would you rathers. You guys can vote by typing 1 or 2. And it shows the percentage of what you guys lean for and what I'll vote. I just press. But W Raid, thank you for the fucking raid, Jake. Everybody go follow Jake. I appreciate the fucking raid. I'm sorry my fucking stream crashed there. What the fuck? Thank you, though. I don't know if Jake's in my chat. Let me check. Thank you for the raid, Jake. Damn. All right. Well, we're back. Is the stream good now? I think it's good now. Raid while crashing? Yeah, that sucks, dude. Fuck. All right, well, thank you for the raid. Anyways, be able to ask for advice for any person or thing, fictional or non-fictional / real life. So any character that has ever existed and any person that's ever existed. Or be able to pull abilities or intelligence from any show and use it in real life. It's a one-time use. Fucking one. I don't know why you guys are voting 2. You can only use it one time. I can ask unlimited amounts of questions. I can ask an unlimited amount, not amounts, an unlimited amount of questions from anybody. So I could gain intelligence. Yeah, I can't use superpower. Yeah, abilities. But I can only use that ability once? What's the ability that I'm going to use one time? Fucking one-shot use, dude? Fuck that. 1. Use Rave Hairspray with 4x Mega Hold with all-weather humidity protection. Or have the ability to summon crows to use as your feet. The crows are your feet and you can't fly with them. Use Rave Hairspray with 4x Mega Hold with all-weather humidity protection. Have the ability to summon crows to use as your feet. But I can't fly with them. And they're just my feet. 1. That sucks. Using crows as my feet. Grow out your hair. Grow out your head like hair. Wait, grow teeth out of your head like hair. Or grow hair out of your mouth where your teeth are. That sucks. That's horrible. Growing hair, both suck. But growing hair out of your mouth would be, you wouldn't be able to fucking talk. And it would be disgusting to eat food. P. Diddy for the 3. Yep, that's going to be a ban. Not even going to read that, chat. Thanks for the 3, though. Jesus Christ. They said a P. Diddy-based chat. Just know that. Oh, my God. Growing teeth out of your head like hair or grow out teeth out of my head like hair, for sure. Be executed via Bull of Phalaris, or be executed via the rack. I don't know what the Bull of Phalaris is. I know the rack is when they just, when they strap you up and they, like, crank it and it pulls you off. But what is the Phalaris? Oh, the hot bull? Oh, my God. This. I would rather, the burning bull, I would rather be pulled to shreds than burn alive like that. That would be really brutal. I mean, being killed via the rack and getting my limbs pulled from my body wouldn't be nice, but I feel like I would rather do, that would be a quicker death. The Bull of Phalaris, dude, you're literally just tied in a steel bull that is set on, like, basically set on fire. Live in a mountain cabin with no human contact, or live in a big city studio apartment with no personal space. Mountain cabin, because I can go to society, and I can stay in society. Because I can still have Wi-Fi. Oh, no. Does no human contact mean no Wi-Fi? Like, am I unable to, like, am I in a mountain cabin with, like, no TV? Okay, never mind. Big city. Have a mullet or go bald? Rather go bald. That's just so quick. That's such a quick answer. Fuck having a mullet. I would look so dumb with a mullet. I think if you have a mullet, you have to have curly or poofy hair. If I had a mullet, I would look fucking horrible. Fulfill your wish. Like, I have too thin of hair. Like, if you have more, like, I don't know. I think like a blonde straight hair mullet would just not look good comparable to like a dark hair curly mullet, like a Max Taylor mullet or like a rock mullet. I would look pretty hillbilly-esque, I guess is the word. I would look bad. Bastion said, "Did you know Donald Trump has a Twitch account? He got unbanned today." No, he has a fucking Twitch account. Fulfill your biggest wish or resolve your deepest regret. I mean, your biggest wish... See, here's the weird thing. If your biggest wish is resolving your deepest regret, then they're the same thing. But I like the idea of fulfilling my... I don't know. Fulfilling my biggest wish means that I'm not putting any effort into it, meaning I'm not going to feel any gratification from it. So there's no benefit. If I'm fulfilling my biggest wish, like the snap of a finger, I'm just immediately obtaining it with no journey on the obtain. Who gives a fuck? Me. Because the whole purpose of life is striving towards goals and achieving those goals. If you earn $10, earning $10 feels way better than being given $10. So if your biggest wish is to, like, travel the world, and you just immediately, boom, you've traveled the world, that fucking sucks. And that's my biggest wish, is to be able to fucking travel and see life. So I feel like that would just suck, because then I've just immediately done it. Have everybody perceive you as naked for 2 hours randomly once a week. Every time you buy hygiene or personal products, it's already used. Immediately have people perceive me as naked. Every time I buy a hygiene product, it's already used. So if I use toilet paper... Oh, wait, no. Work around. Every time you buy hygiene or personal products, I pay someone to buy personal products for me. But if it's like anytime I use it, it's already used, that's fucking disgusting. Because then I'm using used toilet paper. And I would rather be perceived as naked than use used toilet paper. That would be disgusting. All right. I'm going to go this one, though, because I have the workaround. Actually, no. I feel like that's cheating. I feel like they meant every time I use a personal hygiene product, it's already used. So I'll go there. I'd rather quit gambling. I feel like that's an immediate I'd quit gambling. I just love weed, dude. Like, I'm not even trying to sound like a fucking stoner here. Like, I would just... Oh my god. Gambling has, like... I know weed has downsides in that, like, I'll die younger. But, like, gambling is just like... Oh my god, dude. When you lose gambling, it just fucking sucks. And the amount of joy I obtain from weed is more than gambling. This is the first 50-50 one we've had. If you quit gambling, then you're a quitter. Yeah, dude, I might hit that next big win soon. I might be on that next big win. Bro's an addict. Hold up. Okay. Yeah, no, I'd rather quit gambling. For sure. I was asked this I told you guys this question. Have sexual intercourse with a goat and nobody knows, or don't have a sexual intercourse with a goat but everybody thinks you did? Bro, I'm fucking the goat. I'm fucking the goat. Okay? And chat. Having sex with a goat one time is going to be fucking traumatic. Look, but okay, see, 82%. Everyone thinking you fucked a goat is like worse than anything, dude. Like, that's worse than bro, somebody thinking you're a murderer is probably going to be less judgmental than somebody thinking you fucked a goat. Like, if somebody's like, "Oh, you killed someone," that there's no proof though, but everybody's going to think you did it, which is as bad. That's why people like sue people for fucking defamation, because it's like defamation is like you're making people think something of you that hasn't been proven. But like, that's this. But everybody thinks you fucked a goat. It's so much worse. I'm watching this with my grandma. Well, the would you rathers are probably going to get even worse. Loyal for the 3. I don't know if you said not to ask a would you rather question in chat. Would you rather shit icicles or piss near... Yeah, you're supposed to do it here. Shit icicles or piss near boiling water? Shit icicles. Why would I piss boiling water? Shitting icicles would be so much better. All right. How do you make one? You missed it. There was like 1,000 submissions. We're using the best 50 here. You missed your time. We'll do it again another day. We're going to do it with hypotheticals next, and then we'll probably do another would you rather. Yeah, no, this one. Have bumps all over your skin in different sizes. When the sun touches any part of the bump, you instantly become slimy, sweaty, and green liquid starts to flow out of your fingertips. Then your body starts to transform into the oldest geriatric purple frog. Or be British. I have bumps all over my skin in different sizes. And the sun touches any part of the bump, I instantly become slimy, sweaty, and green liquid starts to flow out of my fingertips. And then your body starts to transform into the oldest geriatric purple frog. Or be British. Okay. Constantly feel like you're being watched to the point it interferes with your daily life, but nobody is watching you, but you don't know this. Or constantly be watched, but you have no idea and you just live normally without knowing you're being watched. So feel like I'm being watched to the point where it interferes with my daily life, but nobody knows I'm watched. Wait, okay. Think I'm being watched and it ruins my life, but I'm not actually being watched. Or be watched and just never know that I'm being watched. Well, the government's watching you at all times, so I'm going to go with the right one. Take a bite out of a live rat. The bite must go completely through the rat's flesh and skin, and it must kill the rat. Or eat a plate of cooked human flesh. You are aware that it is human meat. Is the human meat that I'm eating being consensually eaten? Like, is it an old person that just died? And they're like, I'm going to be, you can eat me instead of taking a bite out of a rat. That's pretty fucking disgusting. Like, in that scenario, probably right one. Take a bite out of a live rat, and it has to go through their flesh and skin. Chat, you know how hard you would have... You know how bad that would be? Like, I feel like I could stomach eating cooked human rather than grabbing a squirming rat and just bite its body in half. Mystical and the Giver for the sub. If I did this, I would do a bunch of bath salts. I would do, oh my God. I would do a fucking, I would get so fucked up. I wouldn't even know where I am. And I'd just be like, hand me the rat. And I'd just bite its head off. So, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't remember it. And then it wouldn't affect me. I don't have to eat the rat in this. I just have to bite it. But how, a whole plate? Fuck, dude. I'll go the human meat. Forget everybody, forget yourself. Forget everybody or forget myself. Wow, both are bad. I mean, at times, I feel like I'm not even me. You know, like when you're interacting with somebody, you're just kind of like an observer. So it doesn't really matter. Like, you would still have your personality traits. You just wouldn't remember who you are. So you would still have an experience, but who are you if you can't remember yourself having that experience? Deep Joe confirmed. I'm a fucking philosophy major, dude. 72 for the sub. I'm gonna go... forget myself. Because I can relearn myself. I can relearn myself. Relearning other people would be much worse. Pry off your thumbnail with a fork. Or put a toothpick under your big toenail and kick a wall. Probably kick a fucking wall. Prying off my thumbnail with a fork would be a long process. This would be quick. And it would hurt, but I would be able to get over it. Have the power to run up to 30 miles per hour, but you have to hold the Naruto pose every time you want to run that fast. You can locate any thrown out or dropped money under $20 in a 1 mile radius of your current living area. That seems so much better. Because you could get really rich from that. Locate any thrown out or dropped money under $20 in a 1 mile radius of your current living area. That could be your job. But conversely, if I'm able to run 30 miles an hour whenever I want, I'm the fastest man alive. And I would then be able to enter competitions and win. And I would make more money, and it would be more fun. So I'm going to go Naruto. Would you rather change sexes when you sneeze or not know the difference between a baby and a muffin? Okay, well, this would prove detrimental in that you might be a cannibal. And this actually seems kind of fun. And this seems pretty lit. I don't really see a downside in me changing sexes when I sneeze. I think that would be pretty fucking dope. And then whenever I feel like it, I could just insta swap and just like, you know, like shine a light in my eyes or like rub pollen under my nose. And I could stop a sneeze. Yeah, I could just halt that bitch. Be the person who flips the switch during executions, or be the judge who decides who should be executed. Flip the switch. Flip the switch instantly. You are the killer, but you're the primary executioner because you're the one that's killing them, but you're not the one that's deciding that they've been killed, right? It's determining their fate. Their fate's been sealed. You're just playing out that fate, right? Which is less bad. Eat 2 huge hairy tarantulas in one sitting. You have to eat them alive. Eat a 1-chip challenge again, but without any milk or any soda, stomach/mouth calming substance. The 1-chip challenge was really bad. And I think I've done it twice. And I think if I did it again, my mouth is watering from it because it tastes pretty good. It tastes pretty good. But then it gets really fucking bad. I need to drink water. Holy shit. It gets really bad. But eating 2 huge hairy tarantulas alive is probably worse. I would pass out if I did it again. If I did it again and I have like milk and ice cream and water, I think I'd be okay. Like the last times. It would just be pretty brutal. I would definitely pass out doing this, but I feel like I would rather do this than eating alive tarantulas. Eternally drift through space without having the ability to die or pass out, and you are infinitely drifting through space, or repeat the same time loop, or the same loop of life for eternity with everything happening at the same moment and same time as your previous life. So I live the same life over and over again, kind of unknown whether or not I have the knowledge of that, or eternally drift through space without having the ability to die or pass out, and you're infinitely drifting. That is so much worse. That is so much worse. Live in a bag of milk or have skin made of denim. Atomic! Thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Dub in the chat for that. Thank them if you got a sub. Thank you for the fucking 20 subs. Atomicaz. I appreciate the fucking subs. Atomicaz 16. Thank you for the fucking subs. Thank them if you got a sub. Thank you for the fucking 20 subs. Fuck. Skin made of denim. They're both bad, though. Be given a red button that when you press it, it gives you $1 million. And you can press it as many times as you want, but a random person in the world dies. This is actually a fucking hypothetical scenario that's already been played out. We've talked about this on stream. I can press $1 million button and somebody dies, and there's a 0.0001% chance that it might be me. So there's actually a higher chance that it's me than the world population. So I can press it, somebody dies, and there's an increased chance that it's me, more so than just the percentage chance that it's somebody, that it's me out of the world population. Or be given a blue button that when you press it, it gives you $10,000. So you can press it as many times as you want, but a random person either gets $1,000 given to them or $10,000 taken from them. 50-50 chance for either. This is, you're killing people in this. This, I'm putting people in financial struggle, but I could also help them, and I'm also profiting myself. Beak for the sub. Did floating put this one in? Be stuck in the last game you played. Be stuck in the last move/TV show you watched. What was the last game I played? Was it the clicker game? What was the last game I played? Oh, it was the AI. Death by AI. That doesn't really count. The clicker game is the real game I was in. Because you can't be in Death by AI. The clicker game was the last game I was in. And that is a guy basically paying me to click a button and be sexually aroused by it, and then he kills himself in the end. That's really bad. Be stuck in the last movie or TV show I watched. The last TV show I watched, last movie or the last thing I watched was Jeremy Clarkson's Farm. And so I would just have to live on a farm. Dorm for the sub, best for the 4. How do you join this? You just type 1 or 2, and then it votes. But people already submitted what they wanted me to do, and then these are the ones that my mod, Floating, put together. So, yeah. But we're probably going to do another one in the future if you want to submit one, but you can't submit one now. And we might do a hypothetical one next. Yeah, be stuck in the last movie or TV show. Be in the hills or answer Freak Bob's call. Answer Freak Bob. Would you rather have loved and lost or never loved at all? Never loved at all. Because then I would have, then I would never feel, I'd be indifferent about it. If I had loved and lost and never loved again in this scenario, then I know what it was like and now I lack it, but this is just the null. There was nothing. Erase your worst memory or relive your best one. Ooh. Here's the thing, is if I erase my worst memory, am I staying me? Because every memory you ever have makes you you. And the worst things you've been through in your life are what change you, usually for the better. If I maintain myself, I would probably, I don't know, I feel like reliving my best memory would be better. I'm going to go that. Raw dog a 12-hour flight in the middle seat with a baby who cries and screams the entire flight to your right and a person to your left who reeks of terrible smell that your nose won't get used to. I raw dog most of the flights that I go on. Maybe with a little bit of music, but outside of that, I just stare. Do the one chip challenge once a day for a whole week. No milk or ice cream is allowed, only water. The chip will be as bad as the first time you ate it, and you won't get accustomed to the spice. Surely raw dogging a flight. So I have to endure 12 hours of a baby crying and screaming and a person to my left who smells horrible. Or I have to do the one chip challenge 7 times, which is probably going to equate to 12 hours of pain. And I get no milk or ice cream. The raw dog the flight. Definitely raw dog the flight. Be in Bird Box or be in Quiet Place? What is Quiet Place? I know Bird Box. When New York City comes under attack from an alien invasion, a woman and other survivors try to find a way to safety. They soon learn they must remain absolutely silent as the mysterious creatures are drawn to the slightest sound. And then Bird Box is when you look at them. So I'm basically in The Last of Us with clickers, or I have to be blind to be okay. What is Bird Box? If you look at it, you die. Or I have to be really quiet or they kill me. It's worse than clickers. I gotta watch that movie. I'm literally writing that down now. Because I want to fucking see that now. Okay. Dorno for the sub. I feel like being in the Quiet Place is still better, though. Achieve immortality and witness the evolution of humanity. Live a finite life that significantly impacts the world for the better. Can I kill myself at the end of this? Or if shit hits the fan. That's always like a loop of immortality. Because if I can physically never die, I will exist when the universe does not. And the universe will end one day. And that's horrible. If I could witness this and then just die and also help, but I'm going to go here. Just because I'm assuming I wouldn't be able to die. Bet $1 billion on black, just get 10 grand. You are fucking insane, chat. 80% of you guys, okay, yeah, please. I'm not trying to promote gambling, but holy fucking shit, chat. 10 grand might help you in your life, and it definitely would be a good up. But if you put $1 billion on black, you might walk out with nothing, or you might walk out with $2 billion. So you have basically like a 48% chance of getting $2 billion or nothing, or you just get 10 grand. $1 billion on black. Watch the entirety of Skibidi Toilet on stream. Finish Red Dead Redemption 2 on stream. Probably finish Red Dead, dude. Watching Skibidi Toilet would be horrible. Finish Red Dead. Because I would at least have some enjoyment. Live in a life of complete truth but never experience joy. Or live a life filled with blissful ignorance, but always feel fulfilled. Complete truth. I don't like the idea of blissful ignorance. I don't know. I do get jealous of people that sometimes don't think about life or death or anything, and they're always just fucking, living in their own world. But I would rather have philosophical thought and feel dread from it, and existential dread, and feel those horrible feelings, and have that knowledge than not even have them to begin with. Have the ability to see the entire multiverse and understand all possible realities, but be confined to a single unchangeable life path. Have the ability to see the entire multiverse and understand all possible realities, but be confined to a single unchangeable life path. Have the freedom to make any choice in your life, but be forever ignorant of the broader multiverse. I know having the unchangeable path might be... Either way, I'm living the same life, right? Either way, I'm living the same life. Because the choices that yes, if I see the multiverse in my own life, I can't change it. But that would have been the outcome that I would have done if I had chose the other option, right? Because the other option is just me living freely, but I'm just going to live a predetermined, already set thing in the universe where it's like, yeah, it's undetermined, it's the future, it hasn't happened yet. But at the end of the day, I'm going to make the choices that I would have made on the other end as well. I would just know what the multiverse is like. And yes, I might feel jealous of the other people's lives, like in Everything Everywhere All at Once. But it would be lit to know about that. Possess absolute free will, but be incapable of forming meaningful connections with others. Have a predestined life that allows for deep, genuine connections. But they're not genuine, deep connections if it's predestined. If it's already made to happen, then it's not a genuine connection, because a connection is free will on both ends. That's a horrible choice, and that's a paradox. That physically can't happen. So this one. Be able to transcend human existence and experience a higher plane of reality, but lose all human memories and emotions, or remain fully human with all accompanying struggles and joys, unable to access higher consciousness. Transcend. Have the wisdom to solve any philosophical dilemma, but be unable to apply this wisdom to practical everyday life. Have practical intelligence that leads to a successful life, but leave philosophically questions unanswered. I'd rather know philosophical shit. Being able to know the truth of the universe and being able to do nothing with it is still more meaningful to me than having practical knowledge. K-Bon and Pork for the sub. I'm not eating for the 3. Get rich in a way that disappoints your family, or just make them enough money to live. Why would they be disappointed if I got rich? Oh, in a way that disappoints your family. Probably that still. I'm going to go here. Have fingers that glow in the dark but can't be turned off. Or toes that wiggle constantly but never get tired. Fingers that glow in the dark but never get turned off. Toes that wiggle but never get tired. Fingers that glow in the dark. That would also be sick. 1 million beers or 1 billion beers? $1 million beers. If your child was switched at birth, but you only found out 1 year later, would you want to switch back? Wait. If your child was switched at birth, but you found out 1 year later, would you want to switch back with your genetic child, or keep the one you carried or cared for? 1 year later, I'm switching. 1 year later, I'm switching. I don't know them. Switch back. And then just switch with the other family. Because that's my kid, right? And I know at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you're raising a human and a human's a human. But 1 year in, they haven't really had any monumental life changes. If this was 10 years in, whole different story, right? Where they have a personality, they've lived life, they have life experience, they know you, they've lived with you, they see you as their father, right? Different. It doesn't matter. I think it does. If you have a kid for a year and you find out they're not your child and you could just switch with that parent that has your actual child, I'm switching. But if I have a 10-year-old son that has a full personality and life goals, and I know him, and I've shared memories, and I've helped them out and done things outside of just clean their diaper and feed them, then it's a way harder switch. Be really good at lying to the point no one ever knew you lied, or be able to detect whatever somebody else was lying. Ooh. Okay, this is going to sound like a gambling addict thing to say, but this would be really good in poker. You would be a pro poker player. You would never lose. If you were able to detect when somebody else was lying, that would be so much better. Because then you would be able to use it, just in general, and that would be so fire for, like, money. You have a job now. This is just like, okay, you can lie and nobody knows. It's like, that's just prompting you to be a bad person. Would you rather have a child made of pee or pee made of a child? A child made of pee or pee made of a child? So I pee children, or I have a child that is actually piss. Like, I'm peeing the bones and, like, dismembered body parts. Get hit by an avalanche or a tsunami? I feel like I'd better be able to prepare for a tsunami. Always have to eat food that always have to eat food that's one temperature too hot and doesn't cool down, or one temperature too cold and you can't heat it up. Too hot. Too hot food's better. Would you rather have to sing everything you say or dance everywhere you go? Dance everywhere I go. Live in a world where everybody speaks their mind honestly but without tact. Or a world where everybody is polite but never truly honest. Speaks their mind. Eat an entire bowl of sour cream with no water. Eat an entire bowl of mayonnaise with no water. And I think if everybody spoke honestly and they were just like emotionless, it would be rough at first, but then you would actually be able to get shit done. Because people would be able to, like, reason and find middle ground without, like, lying. Eat an entire bowl of sour cream with no water. Eat an entire bowl of mayonnaise without water. Mayo. Nonchalant dreadhead, but your dreads always get stuck in everything. Am I really a nonchalant dreadhead then? Or a 6'5" feminist, but you cry every time you think about how women have to suffer through periods. I cry every time I think about periods. Oh my god, you'd seem such a loser. Nonchalant dreadhead. Be executed via... We just did this one. Oh, are we... I think we reached the end. Yeah. Right? Yep. Damn. All right. Well, that was a dub. You know, should we do that again in the future? I thought that was fun. I'm definitely down to do that again in the future. That shit was fucking amazing. And Brady already has that shit set up. We would just have to do another poll for it. We could do it. We'll definitely do another one. I might do another one one day with hypotheticals. Because I think hypothetical scenarios would be really fun, too. Where it's like, you just give me, not even like a would you rather, but like just like a paragraph, kind of like a story and being like a what would you do type of hypothetical. Cracked for the sub. But yeah. All right. We're going to call that there, chat. I know it's a little bit of a short stream, but I said we were going to be doing a 3.5, and that was almost perfect timing. I will be posting on the YouTube channel right when I end. Hopefully this one doesn't get demonetized or age restricted, because the last fucking 2 videos I posted on YouTube got age restricted, and 2 of the gaming videos got age restricted in the last week. YouTube. But hopefully this one today is fine. I think we're actually posting the video about the Trump shooting that we reacted to like 2 days ago. But yeah. W stream. I'm not live tomorrow, but I will be live Sunday. We're going to be doing the F Cancer charity stream Sunday. We're going to be trying to raise $3,000 to $4,000 for F Cancer's July takeover. Great charity. Been with them for 2 to 3 charity streams in the past. And you know what they do is great. After that, we're going to be doing one for housing homeless veterans in August. And then after that, we're kind of up in the air. Probably going to do a suicide prevention one in September as well. Bobby for the sub. But yeah. Tomorrow, not live. Sunday is going to be the F Cancer charity stream and reacts. Monday is going to be Cuphead and random games. Tuesday is going to be a short philosophy stream. Wednesday is going to be horror games, finishing FNAF Joy of Creation. Thursday, I'm not live. Next Friday is reacts. Next Saturday is gaming. Next Sunday, I'm not live. And then we're back to our regular schedule until August 8th when I take my next break. I'm not switching back to my regular stream schedule until the last week of August. So we will be live at like 1 or 2 p.m. EST every day for the rest of the summer. 6 a.m. to the 3. Read out loud. You're my favorite. I started watching you on YouTube and TikTok in 2022. Earned a bit of money to donate. You absolutely deserve it. Thank you for making me smile every day. Well, thank you for the 3, and thank you for the nice message at the end of stream, and I appreciate that. And thank you for the support. Anyways, we did a great chat, great audience today. A lot of people on stream. And I think everybody that followed, sub, download, etc. If you have any videos you might watch, games you might play, exclamation my Discord, video chat tab, games chat tab. It's how I find most of the videos I watch and games that I play. So if you have any videos you might watch, games you might play, send those there. We will be doing an idea-based stream soon enough. We just finished that one. We're probably going to do, before we do another Discord suggestion one, I'm probably going to do another one where I, like, buy stuff and review it. Kind of like a tier list or something of those sorts where I rate dog treats or something stupid like that. But yeah. I hope you all had fun. And join the Discord and go watch the YouTube video. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Let's see if Charlie made his raids open. As I said to him last night that I would raid him if he opened them up. Oh, he still disabled them. Okay. Let's raid... Let's raid Nick A30, dude. Let's raid Nick A30. I'm not aiming for the sub. All right, I hope you all had fun watching, and I will see you guys on Sunday. W stream, even though it was slightly a short one. And yeah,